Good morning. Happy Thursday. One of the best days of the week, you guys.
Yes.
For sure. I already have my peel base on. I'm just waiting for it to dry. Let's see, maybe if I back this up a little, you guys can see maybe a little bit better. I know the thing seems like it's tilted.
Your phone was in working
order. But just kind of leave it how it is. It's in frame. That's the main thing, right, guys?
Nothing broken about it.
Okay.
No.
You don't think so?
Pull
I
up
don't recall
the
anything that
dive.
was broken. No, I don't remember that.
You're saying it's possible it was broken?
There we go. Okay.
Possible because I don't remember. But
We'll wait for some people to join while the peel base
Your phone
dries.
number was 901.
Today should be a fun Manny. I'm looking forward to doing it.
And Michael's phone number was 408-829.
We are gonna use a color from Luxie Nail, and it's so gorgeous that I honestly was gonna just put it on every finger. But instead, I'm going to put it on 4 fingers. And then today, the ring finger will be the accent nail. We're just going to do one accent now. And it's going to, we're going to dip it black, but I'm going to chrome it. I just don't know what color chrome yet. We'll see what color comes out the most in the dip, because this dip is a black dip with these gorgeous flakies in it. It's called tail scales, so it's like super iridescent and like colors kind of hidden, you know, depends how the light hits it and stuff. It's gorgeous. I've used it before. It came out last summer. And it's from Luxie Nail. It's called Tail Scales. Let me show you guys the swatch.
And
here it is.
The line became active.
So you can see how these flakes are.
Is that consistent with your recollection?
Anyway, whatever, there's like golds, pinks, reds, blues, greens, whatever. I could go any of those colors, but we're gonna chrome the ring finger some color. And then we're going to stamp mermaid scales on my ring finger. That's my plan. Anyway, I did pull out a second plate because another option that would kind of go with the theme of tail scales, like the fish and sea life and mermaids. But I have some starfish images, a couple. There's this one here. I think I would use this one.
If you're on Medicare, call 800-270-6503
but we'll see.
And see how much you can claim.
I'm thinking still though with the mermaid scales, because I have bought a set of these plates before and the image just would not fully transfer. There was one spot it wouldn't fully transfer. So I reordered the plates and I exchanged them. And I tried this one and it works fine. So I'm super excited. Look at the bare feet. How cute are those? I love them. Then there's some ice cream cones. There's some summer clothes like bathing suits. There's some really cute images. There's a pineapple. There's a little drink in a coconut shell. An ice cream cone. There's a wave. Some seaweed. Flip-flops. Some people sitting on a beach. There's all kinds of stuff on here. And then on this plate, there's like a seahorse, a flamingo, a sailboat, a jellyfish. And then there's some bubbles. There's like a snail shell image here. The palm trees are cute. So I think it's going to be kind of cool stamping over chrome. I haven't decided though, like depending on what color the nail is,
at that point, I suppose, yes.
we'll figure out what color the the scales here should be. Because I'm thinking either black or silver, but probably black because it's going to be on chrome, which is shiny to begin with.
Miss Redlick,
Yeah, I definitely, now the more I think about it, I think black.
showing you what's in evidence in the state.
So that is the plan. Let me grab out a couple stamping. I didn't get out a scraper or a stamp. I don't have a stamper right here we can
12,
use.
14, 2018.
If this one's big enough to pick up the whole image, I'm not quite sure if it is. I don't think it is. I think I need a square one.
You are
Or
lying,
the
rotten son of a
cube
bitch. Nice way to talk about your
stamper.
daughter too. I'm done with you, Mike. We should talk about ending this. I'm ready. You are the most untrustworthy person I've ever known.
If I can
And
find
I have every
one.
right to choose not to be that kind of person. You had every opportunity to tell me about this the other night. 2012, really.
Oh no, I do have one out. Okay, I must have a scraper.
My
out then,
understanding
too.
from your direct testimony was that you
Stamper.
had access to Mr. Redlick's email account, correct?
Do not see a scraper, so I'll just grab one of those.
December 14th,
I have a bunch.
2018, you went into Mr. Redlick's email account, yes?
We'll use that one. That's fine.
You were browsing Mr.
Alright,
Redlick's
I'm
email
excited.
account
I placed an
back
order to
to
Temu and it's in Providence, so I don't think it'll be here today, but it should be here tomorrow. It was a small one, but then I placed a bigger one, and that should come next week.
You were in Mr. email, not his link,
Geez, where's everybody?
Okay.
right?
Yes.
And the messages.
Well, regardless if anybody is here yet or not, going to start dipping with or without you guys.
Suppose.
Geez, this tank top, my bra just keeps sticking out. I guess I picked the wrong bra to wear today.
Email between
Polish my
Michael
diamond.
Redlick and someone named E. Corrigan at brooks.edu, correct?
Yes.
So I'm really excited. Look at this dip in the jar, you
Miss Redlick, You
guys.
explained on direct that Michael was
I got some
previously
peel
married
base
to
on
a
my
woman
finger. Hold
named
on.
Kim Corrigan. Did you not?
Yes. Or Corrigan. Yes. I'm not sure of the first
Okay.
name.
Okay, so this
Well, you
is
said
tail
Kim Corrigan
scales in the
You're direct.
jar. Oh
So
my,
that
it's
name
gorgeous.
rang a bell. I know he's married
I
to
might do
Corrigan.
gold.
Okay.
I know gold is kind of
You
brash,
don't know if
but
this is the same
I
Corrigan.
might do it.
I think
I'm
it was
thinking
on
gold,
LinkedIn first.
green,
I suspect
or
that works for
blue.
Corrigan.
But you're not-
Let's look at the
you're not
chrome.
sure.
Oh,
I have.
So, not being sure who this actually was, you sent this.
I have a couple
email
swatch rings of chrome. So,
anyway.
yes.
oh, this one might look good. The eye gel supernova. It shifts from purple to
You
blue.
acknowledge that this email is hypocritical.
Then I have a
Because at
regular
the same time
blue
that you were sending this email,
right
you
here.
are a couple of, few days past a week into being on Meet Mindful.
I
Yes.
have an indigo rue mermaid chrome.
Yes.
That's this gorgeous
Exchanging
green.
messages with men on Meet Mindful.
Yes.
That's the emerald one.
Michael doesn't know that. December
Um,
14th, 2018, does he not?
He does not.
Here's another blue.
Around
That
this
one's
time
darker,
period,
I think, than the other one.
Michael is
Oh my
wanting
gosh.
to
Can
make
you
this marriage
imagine?
work.
Oh, that wouldn't work with it though. These are
So
these
yes, he
gorgeous
was.
flakes I have, but I forgot
Yes.
we're doing a different Manny, you know. I could do a silver nail and stamp black over it, but there's no silver in this dip.
Michael for years.
No, I wouldn't say that's true.
So
You wouldn't say that's true.
Oh, that I didn't want to be
let's
married
see
to
what's
for
in
years?
here.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, you had not wanted to be married to Michael for years.
I have an aqua one. And I got this
No, I wouldn't say
blue.
that's
Oh,
true.
here's a nice green. Maybe I'll do green.
You filed for divorce in March of 2019.
Here's a couple
correct?
different gold
And you
ones.
told this jury that after you filed for divorce, Michael started weaponizing the divorce. Did he not?
I don't know if that's gold
Yes.
or oh, that
He
must be
threatened you with
silver.
The prospect of basically leaving you destitute
Okay.
Yes.
out on the street
I have a rose gold, pink.
with no money
Yes.
and no Winter Park home.
Right.
And then if we look through all of these, here's a couple other greens. Ooh, I like this purple.
After divorce, he had
I have a yellow, and then I have another one that is gold or like a coppery color.
If I recall correctly.
Yeah, and it wasn't even quite a month. It was a couple weeks.
You were happier.
Oh, I might do this
Were
green.
you not?
One of these. Look at this green right here. That's gorgeous.
Essentially, it
I
wasn't-
might
it was
do
still
that.
looking gorgeous.
All right.
When Michael wasn't at the house, you were happier.
Let's leave it out and we'll see. Oh, this would look cool too. I forgot about purple. The
Our
bright
fight,
purple I
yes,
have right
friends were
here.
fighting, yes, and
So when you were at the house,
And then I have this more muted purple. I think this is an indigo rue one and it's all erased.
yes, and yes,
and you.
yes.
Seeing if I can read any of
Wanted
it.
Michael to move back into that home.
I think it's the tanzanite chrome
I
from
want my parents
indigo
to work
rue.
deep down.
You never wanted Michael to move back into
Yeah,
the
it
home.
is.
You testified to that on
Let me write it back
and now
on
you're
there.
to return.
No, I didn't. Yes.
A life without Michael Redlick was a life that you were looking forward to living.
There we go.
Well, life at peace with Michael Redlick.
Without him in your life as your husband.
If it was not going to be at peace, then no. But not with no. He's the father of my children. He's not going to be out of my life.
Well, not entirely, but you wanted a life beyond.
So we'll see what
Right.
color, like I said, shows up, like really pops the
Yes,
most. But
that's
I'm
right,
leaning
yes.
towards that green chrome. It's so beautiful.
You
I don't even know if I don't even think it was on this
I do.
swatch ring. It wasn't. It was on a
Eric
different one.
Barker is a criminal defense attorney, correct?
Objection, Your Honor.
All right. Let's see if we're dry yet. Not all the way. No. This who's here? Why am I not seeing people?
Drivers and irons from Callaway, TaylorMade, Titleist, and Ping. Tool balls from your favorite
I don't see
brands.
any comments.
Dapper Styles from Travis Matthew and Walter Hagen to Kalia and Lady Hagen. Handsome gem. Select the best golf shoes like
Am I
Central,
missing
Nike, and
something?
more, and get back on the course with 1 hour pickup. Look good and play great with gear from Dick's Sporting Goods.
I don't think I've ever been live this long without having people join me. But that's okay. I guess I'm just gonna do what I normally do, but usually I interact with my guests, right? My friends. I'll just be interacting with myself today. Let me change this. I'm watching, it's like an old trial, somebody getting cross-examined. Oh, here's the verdict in the weapons trial of that guy in New Hampshire. I think he was found guilty. Let's see. All right, so. Oh, I think they're bringing in the jury now. I should fast forward it. Whoever's doing the camera work is horrible. The camera's shaking. Now it's looking at somebody. Okay, I think we're ready to start. Yep. We are. We're going to pour over for dip number 1 and lay flat for dip number 2. This is my typical routine. Dip liquids are from Crival Nails. My discount code for Luxie Nail and Crival Nails is Tara15, by the way. And this dip is so beautiful. On my ring finger, I'm going to use At Midnight from iGel Beauty, which is black.
Charging the defendant out of Montgomery with a crime of armed career criminal as it relates to the rifle. Do you find the defendant guilty or not guilty? Guilty. You say, Madam
Guilty.
Foreperson, that the defendant is guilty. So say you all, ladies and gentlemen, the jury.
Oh, this is beautiful.
As to charge ID 196
Grab some lint-free wipes.
Charging the defendant with a crime
My
of
Luxie
receiving
Precision
as it relates
tool.
to the shotgun. Do you find the defendant guilty or not guilty? Guilty. You say that the defendant is guilty, Madam Foreperson. Yes. So
Those
say you are
flakes
guilty.
on there. Wow, it's applying beautifully. Yep.
And as
Just
to
the way
charge
I like it.
1964100C, charging the defendant Adam
Sometimes
Montgomery
working with black dips can be difficult, you know. We'll just dip all of our nails in tail scale since I started with that. Normally I would start with the solid, but I forgot.
And on charge ID 196.
I was too excited to get dipping into this.
Charging the defendant Adam Montgomery with the crime of theft by unauthorized taking. As it relates
So it's like
to
a
the
rainbow
shotgun.
of colors that you see, you guys.
You say that the defendant is guilty, Madam Foreperson? So say you all, ladies and gentlemen of the jury? And as to charge ID 1964098C.
Something
charging the
guilty on all
defendant Adam
counts.
Montgomery with the crime of theft by unauthorized taking. As it relates to the rifle, do you find the defendant guilty or not guilty? Guilty. You say that he's guilty, Madam Foreperson. So say you all, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Yes. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen.
Super weird that it's saying I'm the only one here. Is that even correct? I half don't believe that I'm the only one here. Well, good morning to everybody. My name is Tara. You are watching the Daily Nail. This is my weekday Daily Nail show where we do dip powder mayonnaise 99.5% of the time. Oh, you are so pretty.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm now going to poll the jury. So I'll ask you each individual.
Okay, let's move along. Coverage is really good too. And I would have even more flakes on my nails if I was laying flat. So we'll save that for the second layer though.
Defendant with the crime of armed career criminal as it relates to the shotgun.
An armed career criminal. This isn't a murder case, it's a weapons case. But the only reason I'm vaguely interested is because it's a New Hampshire case, so it's not too far away from me. Okay. And we'll pour over for the thumb. If you guys don't have this dip, you better go get it. Luxie makes a lot of must-have dips, and in my opinion, this is a must-have. I was in the mood to do a dark Manny today because I've been doing so many light and bright Mannies. I just wanted something dark.
Juror number 6. Juror number 7. Juror number 8. Juror number 9. Juror number 10. Juror number 11.
I'm using the precision tool to go right around
And juror number 4.
my nail and just get any dip out of the cuticle line or at the sidewalls that might be on my skin. It works great, but you can use a toothpick even if you don't have one of those. Okay, we'll brush off now.
Bring the jurors back. All rise for the jurors, please.
I'm gonna exit out on my son's computer and come back in. Oh, hey, Tara. Geez, you're the first one here. I'm like, what is going on? Thought that was so weird. Oh, I got an itch on my back. I'm using Luxie Nail's Tail Scales, it's called. It came out last summer. It's so, so, so gorgeous. These are flakes. Oh my god. And now my ring finger, though, I'm going to chrome it. And then I'm going to stamp Mermaid scales on it. In black. But I don't know what color I'm going to chrome it yet. There's so many colors that come out in this dip. I think I could go with pretty much anything. I'm leaning towards this green Born Pretty chrome I have. It's an Aurora chrome, but over black. It's a greenish color. Really pretty.
3 weeks. I don't know that the court will have the time in the next 3 weeks.
So I'm gonna dip my
But
ring
after that,
finger
it's
in
satisfactory
just a
for
regular
2 weeks
black
as well.
at midnight from eye gel is what I'm gonna use today.
2 hours.
Okay, and I will tell you that I do want any proposed sentencing sheets, and if you intend to
Those
provide
flakes, I
sentencing
want them
memorandum,
to
I do
stick,
want
so I'm
those
gonna pat them
5 days
down.
prior to the scheduled hearing, so 5 days in advance of the hearing.
These
So
are
we will
mylar
send
flakes,
notice, we'll look
the
for a hearing
flexible
date. We'll
ones.
send a notice out if that date conflicts with, I know you all have other things as well. If it does conflict, then
There we go.
communicate with each other and file something with the court, maybe with some proposed dates. Somehow or maybe I'll get you in for a quick scheduling conference if it looks like we're gonna have trouble coordinating the schedules. Okay, but we'll send something out when we can find a 2-hour time slot. All right.
How are you today? Hi, Michelle. I know I thought you didn't love me anymore either. Oh, it didn't give a notification? Yeah, because I'm like, where is everybody? All right. Michelle, I am using a dip called Tail Scales from Luxie that came out last summer. I was just in the mood to do like a dark mani since I've been doing so many like light and bright manis. Look how beautiful it is.
Absolutely.
It's so gorgeous.
Thank you, Judge.
The ring finger will be the accent nail today.
So,
Thought about doing 2, but since I'm gonna chrome and I'm gonna chrome the nail. I even flirted with chroming it gold. Anyway, I'm going to only do 1 nail. I thought it might be too much.
Yes.
So
If I had 2 chromed stamp nails.
I'm just gonna ask that you get a little closer to.
I like that technique of chroming and then stamping on it. It looks so pretty, you know, and it's easy to do.
Can you tell us your date of birth?
6/13/86.
How old are you?
36.
And just now you had a mask on that was taken off.
Yeah.
It sounded like you didn't want to take that off.
No,
Why's that?
I have a job. I wear a mask every day. I work in healthcare. COVID. I was just dealing with someone who had COVID over there 5 minutes ago. So
Where do you currently live?
I live in.
What am I watching now? What did this go to?
And who do you live there with?
My parents,
Anyone
my
else?
daughter.
How old is your daughter?
All right, so this is testimony in that Adam Montgomery trial, but he was found guilty
And, prior to living in Meredith.
yesterday.
where were you living?
With my ex, Chris Rain in Manchester.
What was that address in Manchester?
Look how beautiful that is, you guys. Can you see it?
How long have you lived there?
Let's keep going. Do a second layer. How are you, Michelle and Tara?
You
How are you
mentioned
guys?
Chris Brain.
Yes.
How long have you known him?
Probably 7 years, 8 years now.
Do you have a child with him?
Yes.
Is that the daughter you mentioned?
Yes.
And what were the years that you lived on Russell Street in Manchester?
Get down, flakies. What color should I chrome my ring finger, you guys?
And when did you?
I'm kind of leaning towards green.
2 years ago. Maybe 3.
I could go with so many different colors
So back in
because of this
2019,
dip.
I want to focus on late 2019, September, October. Who was living in that home with you on Russell Street?
Me, Chris, and my daughter.
Did you have any pets?
Yes, my dog.
What was your dog's name?
All right.
And
I got more flakes on this nail than I have on these nails. I might have to place a couple of flakes or something. Okay.
He's a big dog.
Was he a guard dog?
Yeah. Stay. He barks.
And let's talk about that. When people would come, would he bark? Come to the house?
Yes.
I'm gonna find something
Always
better
or
to
just
watch.
sometimes?
Always.
This trial's over.
So, and you mentioned this briefly. What do you currently do for work? How are you employed?
I work in healthcare and I work at a hospital.
Okay.
What hospital do you work at?
I don't want to say.
But you're in healthcare.
Yes.
How long have you worked in that field?
2 years.
She doesn't want to say what
Same
hospital
hospital.
she works at. I wouldn't want to either.
And so I want to focus back on September, October 2019.
There we go.
Where you worked.
This is so beautiful. That's why I'm using it again, you guys. I have used it before last year.
I was working at Dunkin' Donuts. Me and Chris didn't get along. We were both into bad things. We were in both bad places then.
Okay. I want
It was a
to.
good time in my life.
I'm gonna place a couple flakes before we put this dip away.
So you
Just
said you
because
were into bad things, you were
I like
at
to
a
be
bad
heavy
place.
on the flakes.
And I want to suss that out. I want to talk about it a little bit more. What do you mean when you say you were in a bad place?
I was doing drugs. He was doing drugs.
If I can pick any up.
Bad things were happening.
It's
all
mylar,
around
so
us.
it's not as light as I would like it to be. I'm just gonna lay
When
flat
you
where
say
I
you were
put
doing drugs, what drugs were you
dip,
using?
I guess. It's
Heroin,
probably gonna give me a little bit of an uneven layer, but maybe I can fix it.
Did you ever use crack?
tattoo.
Okay.
And back then, how did you support that habit?
I was working at the time.
I'm gonna try
You were
again,
working
see
at
if I can
Dunkin'
pick
Donuts.
any up.
Which Dunkin' Donuts were you working at?
Beach Street.
Beach Street.
Beach.
Are there
Oh,
things
that
that you
worked.
did back then that you regret?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that?
All right, that's what I want, like some big chunky pieces.
I regret. Yes.
All right, that looks good. That's definitely enough, I think.
Hey, Fit Fam. I just found the biggest weight loss hack for y'all.
It's so gorgeous, you guys. All right, so that's still good. I'm gonna let that air dry right there. We'll move on. We'll dip the black nail. My phone, when I do voice text, a lot of times I'll say nail and it types out now. N-O-W. Must be the way I say it.
It's 2 times more effective than
Oh, you have 4 days off, Michelle? No wonder. All right, well, good for you for sleeping in and taking advantage of it. I would too. Slight headache today? Well, that's kind of like good for you, Tara, because you have a lot of days you're not feeling good. I feel bad for you. Morning, Brett.
Meet Nancy. Nancy is 68 years old, and she has been on her Medicare plan for 3 years now.
All right, let's see. Let me find something to watch, you guys. How about the Daily Nail? Luxie Nail Mani with chrome and mermaid stamping. That sounds good. I don't want to watch the Parkland shooting. It's the school officer. He's on trial. Or maybe we should. He the one who didn't do anything? No, Parkland, is that the Texas one? The one in Texas where the cops didn't do anything?
I recently finished serving 10 years in state prison. So today, I'm covering 7 people who I'm sure you all know very
All right, well, listen to Coffee House Crime. The obsessive ex that got away with murder.
In the year 2012, successful businessman Andrew Bush finally found love with a
Oh,
young
it is,
24-year-old.
Tara?
However, as the
Is it
months
still
passed by,
bad?
he realized that his new lover was becoming controlling.
It's still cloudy here. Britt, I'm using a dip called Mermaid. Mermaid, not Mermaid. Kale Scales from Luxie. Keeping on the mermaid theme, though. I'm brushing that up. I wasn't going to.
But who was Michael Kukakova? Why
Okay.
was she unable to let go of Andrew
Let's
Bush?
dip
And what happened
the
to
ring
my
finger
ex?
into this dip here. This one's at midnight
Good morning,
from
good
iGel
afternoon,
Beauty.
Good evening, folks. My name is Adrian, and welcome back to Coffee House Crime.
I
Today
have
we're
a
looking at
black
disturbing case
shimmer
of
dip from
Michael
Luxie
Cooper.
called
If you're new to
Salem,
this
but I
channel,
couldn't
post
find
true
it.
crime and strange cases here on a weekly basis.
So
if that does sound like your kind of thing,
I
just
pulled
consider
this one
subscribing to
out.
the channel. And now, with that said, please grab yourself a coffee, pull up a seat, and get ready for the deep dive. This is the case of Micah Kukakova.
But iGel's dips are fine. They're good.
Now, here's a new location on the Coffee House Crime map. Welcome to Costa del Sol, folks. Now, many of us have already heard of this popular holiday destination, though instead of murder, it's better known for its balmy beaches, beautifully historic Mediterranean towns, and rugged national parks.
Definitely want to get the black out of the sides here though, so it doesn't
With that said,
dry
this
there,
very
you
gorgeous
know,
and gorgeous part of the
especially up
country
top.
brings in more than 13 million visitors each year. Never too hot, yet
Okay.
rarely ever too cold. Costa del Sol settles at
I'm gonna
around
stick it
15
back in
degrees
there. It looks
Celsius
a little
or
tacky
9
still.
Fahrenheit in the winter and reaches 29 degrees Celsius or 84 Fahrenheit in the summer. The area consists of dozens of
All right,
coastal
I'm gonna
towns
do
and
one more
communities spread along the
layer.
coastline, all of which keep a steady watch of the Alboran Sea. Summertime sun and gorgeous blue skies aside, modern shopping malls, quaint roads, sandy beaches, and breathtaking vantage points
Looks
provide
like
a world of
I
interest and entertainment. And when you finished
missed
exploring
the spot
paradise
over
for the
here.
day, the world-famous
I
Spanish
couldn't
cuisine
have because there's
awaits.
black there,
Now,
right?
everyone tends to think of paella, but personally speaking, you would likely catch me necking traditional Spanish donuts and margaritas instead. Like much of southern
So
Europe,
I don't know if I
Costa del
told you
Sol
guys,
been
but I've been
inhabited for
eating
many centuries, and
strawberries
it's been
like
home to the
they're
Romans, the Byzantines,
like I'm
the
never
Muslims
gonna
like
see them again or
Lava,
something.
and eventually
I've been
the
eating a
Hungarians too.
lot.
Since
Like
the
my poor
1950s
husband's
and
buying
beyond,
them like
it's turned into one of Spain's
every
most
other
renowned
day,
tourist
probably. Like
destinations. In fact,
at least a
more than
pound
15
every
billion
other
euros
day, you
of
know.
money was spent here in 2014 alone.
They're so
To be
good.
honest,
I just
most of
slice
my
them and eat them, you know.
one of those more affluent tourists went by the name of
Anyway,
Andrew Bush, and
but I
interestingly,
also
Andrew
really
wasn't a
like to
typical
eat
visitor. He was
dry
a
freeze-dried
multi-millionaire who was
strawberries.
a
Those
gorgeous
are
new invention
delicious
in the region.
too.
However,
And
before we
freeze-dried
get to
bananas are good.
generating
I like
much
them
wealth,
mixed
let's talk
together.
about the man
But
himself.
I have a
Andrew
bag of
Bush was a
freeze-dried
British
strawberries I
citizen
brought over to
born and
the
raised in the
table to
United
munch
Kingdom.
on
Born
today.
in October 1965, he was
And believe it or
absolutely
not,
second in time
like
to
they're
they're
expensive,
expensive.
like for a
Now,
bag of
Andrew
them.
was a very
But they
successful
sell them,
businessman.
you
From
guys,
what
at
we
the
find
Dollar
online,
Tree.
he remains
Although the Dollar
devoted
Tree is
to
now the
his business for
$1.25
18
tree,
years.
right?
The company's
So,
documentation states that he resigned in April 2014.
but he
Though
bought
it
me a
would seem
couple
by now
bags. He
that
was
may
there
not
yesterday.
actually be the case. Slightly perplexing side note, but
All
his
right.
company was listed as dormant with all net
So
assets
I
accounting
must
for
have
$1,
had something on
which is
this
slightly odd
now
considering all the money
underneath
he
it.
seems to
Because I
have.
have like a
So I'm not
little,
sure if
couple
something shady
little
was going on here or not. Anyway, it is
ridges or
so
whatever,
fast
but
since
I'll be
Andrew's
able
still
to
at
smooth
house.
those out
Andrew
with
really did have
filing.
a life of wealth and
So we're
success.
done with the
He owned
application.
many
Well, we got to
properties,
encapsulate, but
all
we're
of
done
which
with
were
all
paid
that.
off in a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom mansion located in
How
Cleveland,
beautiful
Ohio.
that is.
Funny
I
enough,
just love it.
Andrew was known as the king of
Hey,
and
Mallory.
this was for a very
Oh, you
specific
haven't.
reason.
Oh, you have a
Because he
dentist
owned
appointment.
all of
Okay,
all
everything
of
all right?
with
Just
300 years prior. He
cleaning.
was known today as the company gold trader. He owned various other businesses too.
I'm doing a
This included
Luxie
a
Manny
pawnbroker,
Mallory
a
using
beauty
tail
salon, and a
scales
luxury
that
car
released
rental
last
hire
year.
company. Andrew was
And I'm
described
gonna
by
chrome my
people
ring
around him as a
finger
good
and
man
then
and
stamp
now,
mermaid
much
scales.
about him
I
as a
think I'm gonna
person,
do
but he was
mermaid
said to be an
scales on it.
excellent leader.
Because remember last time my
Despite
plate
studying
didn't
both
work and
physical
I didn't get to
personality,
do
he
it.
had confidence and
So,
distinct and clear presence in any room.
but I
In the
exchanged my
mid-90s, he
plates
married
and this
Samantha
one
Jason,
works. Like
who
it
at the time
transfers
was a
the
fellow
full
news
image.
presenter. The two had a
So,
daughter named
we're gonna
Emily,
do
who
that.
sadly split up a few years after her birth. Despite this, the couple remained amicable, and
Oh
Andrew was said to
my.
adore his daughter, who, now aged 19, worked for him part-time. Andrew's business line
Saying oh my
ostentatious
to this.
taste for champagne and expensive cars. He owned a red convertible
Incredible.
Ferrari and a grey Lamborghini, and at one stage he had a Bentley too. However, it was over in Costa del Sol that he kept the real ultimate.
Brit,
fan
are you
spot,
at
the
work?
top of
I'm
the
guessing
ring
yes,
on
right?
Not that this was the only thing.
Where's
Andrew studied,
Julie?
Because to house and protect it was Andrew's mansion, which he named Mylar. The mansion's located only
Not even
2
gonna
miles
ask
from
anymore where
Costa del Sol's
Kendra
beautiful
is.
beaches. Sadly, Google Maps hasn't traveled down this road since 2011, so you can only see a view of the mansion. In
She's all busy with her job and her dog.
However, images taken later would prove it to be a very grand home. Andrew would visit this place roughly 4 times a year.
Hardly even been
Spacious
doing
white
her
bedrooms,
nails.
had a large inviting pool, and even an egg chair that overlooked the garden. Sports cars were stored in the driveway, which of course is where he often kept his beloved Hummer truck along with his red convertible Lotus. To complement this,
Unfortunately, you're at work. Hey, so it's Thursday, you guys, right? So I want to know, does anybody have anything going on this weekend? We're getting close to the weekend. Is anybody doing anything today, since it is Thursday? Going out to eat for dinner or anything? We are not, and in fact, we'll probably be having leftovers. So I did make spaghetti, meatballs, salad, and we had garlic knots last night, and it was really good. But we have leftovers, so I'll probably have that for lunch. Oh, her graduation party Saturday, and it's at a park, right, Britt? Tell me, are you guys like doing a barbecue or anything? Are you guys doing food? Oh, you're having a party Saturday for your son? How old is he turning, Tara? And happy birthday to him. And of course, congratulations to your sister. I think I already said it before, but what are you guys planning for Saturday?
The best choice that I've made was coming back home to my family.
Hot dogs and, oh my god, pulled pork. I love pulled pork. Pasta salad, fruit, cookies, and cupcakes, stuff like that. Oh, he's turning 24, Tara? Nice. Are you making a cake for him or getting a cake for him? What are you guys gonna do? What'd you get him for his birthday? You buy him gifts at this age? My mother still gets me gifts, so I'm assuming. Like that's something that never stops, right? Oh yeah, my birthday is coming up. Some people are probably gonna give me money. That's a good thing. That sounds like a fun day, Britt. Are you gonna get her any balloons? Or any, what do you get? Did you give her a gift, Britt? Is she going to college? Like, what's her plan?
The pair saved what money and courage they could to move to the charming city of Bristol, England. They moved with the
What's her
promise of
name?
modeling work.
Your sister's name, Brett.
Got there, things didn't quite go to plan. Their modeling
I don't
careers
think
either
I know
led to
that.
marginal gains or failed, which led
Oh
to
my
both
god, I
her
almost put my
becoming
base
broke
brush
rather
in the
quickly.
clear.
To supplement her income, Micah started working part-time jobs in the city, where she became a chef,
There
a
we
store
go.
clerk, and eventually a helper in Andrew's shop. And this is where she would cross paths with Andrew Bush. Entering one of his stores for work, her beauty seemed to do the trick, because after having an interview with him, he hired her to work in Gold Trader. Andrew seemed to like Micah for a cute and innocent personality. And as for Micah, well, she thought very highly of him too, as he was wise and wealthy after all. As you can likely guess, the two eventually fell in love. However, there was one problem to all of this. Peter was still in the picture.
Brush
And
these
what do you
off.
think Micah did with him? Well, she dropped his ass like a sack of potatoes. And so,
He doesn't
thus
like
began a
cake,
passionate but
Tara?
serious
Oh,
rare
cheesecake?
relationship between
You got a
Micah
new
and
phone?
Andrew.
That's a nice
Over the
gift.
next 2.5 years,
I love
have
cheesecake,
lots of
so cheesecake and tiramisu are my two favorite desserts, hands down. She going to college for teaching? That's very honorable of her, considering what teachers make for a living. You can't make a living. She's gonna have to have a second job.
With Micah more than
It's a
half her
shame.
age, she was a different generation when it came to energy and maturity. Where she wanted to go out drinking, go to parties, and have a more extroverted type of fun,
Alright.
Andrew was always tired from the relentless work he was putting in. As you can likely imagine, this ultimately
She's gonna
created a
need that
relationship
cash.
where cracks began to form. Now, in addition to all of this, Micah was beginning to become rather ungrateful. She wanted to buy very expensive clothes and jewelry. However, since she was
Are you buying the
relatively
cheesecake
broke,
tower? Are
she
you
ended
getting?
up
Oh, you're probably
spending
getting it from the
these
bakery where your
money
daughter
Andrew
works, right? Do they make it?
and
They
grew
must.
quite frustrated with her spending habits. Though foolishly, she failed to slow
I'm
down.
assuming they
Now,
make
this is
cheesecake.
probably the icing on the cake,
The bakery
but
near
to
us
add
makes
some
it.
concerns, Micah was growing obsessive with her partner. She wanted to know where he was at all times of the day, often stepped over boundaries with his friendships, and even tried to see him every passing moment of the day. Micah
So
was
beautiful.
always worried about Andrew with other women, and apparently he couldn't even leave the shop to grab a cup of coffee.
Michelle,
with his
how's
friends.
married
Now,
life?
I
I've
know
been
that too,
meaning to
but
ask
really,
you,
all
like, how do you
is
guys
sacred time.
feel, or how do you feel?
And let me tell you,
Do you feel different now that you're officially married?
Micah threw into a raging tantrum at Andrew when he told her that
I
she
rem-
couldn't
for
get her
months
back.
afterwards, Nick and I would like just look at each other and like giggle, like we couldn't believe it was real, you know.
But she actually became so jealous of
Now we
him
just
that
look at each
she
other.
removed all the photos from his home, replacing them with photos of her own face. Her jealousy and attention seeking went so far that
Oh,
one
a
day,
cheesecake-
after an argument, she
Cheesecake
handcuffed
place
herself to
near
the
you,
bed
like the
while Andrew was
Cheesecake
out,
Factory.
before calling him and the police. Micah claimed that she'd been
I
all
love
around
the
doing
Cheesecake
robbery,
Factory. I
and
love their
one of those
food
things that had been
and their
taken from her
cheesecake.
passport.
Oh yeah, so these are the strawberries, but now I want something sweet. Oh, I have some Werther's chewy caramels. Hold on, let me grab them. I'll be right back.
Micah had become too unpredictable, too greedy, and too problematic. Now, sadly, Micah did not take the breakup very well, and instead she became even more obsessed with him. And although she eventually moved back to
Have you guys ever had these?
she still spent no time with him.
Oh my god, they're so good.
I did say move back
Like I could just eat them all day long in my mouth. I just suck on them. I don't even chew them. I just suck on them. Like I like the hard candies too, but I like these even better. Dominic loves these.
Discreetly installed the app Find My Friends on his phone, this allowing her to watch his location at all times of the day. And
Feels a lot the same. Yeah, a lot of stuff, I mean, doesn't change. But inside it, you feel different, you know? Inside it's different. Besides, like, legally and tax-wise and all that, but in, you know, it's that. I'm happy for you, girl.
They claimed that she was crazy, some even referring to her as a psychopath. For those that know, real Jodi Arias vibes right here. Thankfully, he didn't. But after he stopped posting videos of his house online,
Jordan's brother's moving in with you?
he made several videos
Really?
with pictures of them with quotes.
All right, so I need to know some stuff. Like, did he live locally to begin with? And do you get along good with him? How old is he? I know this is a lot. You can tell me later if it's too much. But I'd like to know more.
Maria Kurotaiva was even younger than Micah, and at the age of 20,
I got
was
my
29 years younger than he was. The
bracelets that my friend Jamie sold me. She used to sell jewelry. She doesn't do it anymore. I've had them for a while. Touchstone Crystal, I think it's called.
However, what life was actually like
They're Swarovski crystals.
unfortunately never really
Mm.
known, as only a few
I have
months
several
later,
bracelets from her. I got a
everything
necklace. I have some
changed.
earrings, but one of the stones fell out in the earrings. One was an X and one was an O.
April 2014. While stalking her ex-boyfriend through social media, Micah realized that
I really like the
Maria
wrap
was prepared
bracelets,
to
so they come in all
visit
different
Costa
colors
del
too.
Sol. The two are not expected to arrive for a few more
They got
days,
the white
and so
crystals
Micah
here.
concocted a plan.
Actually, they're light purple and then they fade, or they ombre, they're supposed to, into darker purple crystals.
On April the 2nd,
And then they got,
2014,
this is where they attach right here to snap, and it has two of them, so you can do it looser or tighter. And I have a gray one too.
She stayed in her pajamas, lounged around the house, and slept in his bed for 2 whole days.
And
When
yes, I
finally
am wearing
she
Mula
started
Road
to
leggings again
at
today.
14,
It's only going to
Andrew
be
and Maria had finally
65
moved home.
degrees.
They had spent the evening by the coast after their
So
fight,
blah.
and unknown to Micah at the time,
Cloudy,
but Andrew needed
40%
much
chance of
more
rain.
As soon as Andrew turned on the lights to the main entrance, his fiancée sensed that something was terribly wrong.
What do
Women's
you
underwear
want?
was hanging on a clothesline near the front door.
And my
A
guinea
suit of
pigs
jeans
just
hung on the
weak.
floor, and several pairs of high heels were sprawled nearby. The two heard a shuffle, and that is when they saw her. Peering up at the top of the stairs, they saw Micah standing still, looking down at them. Maria screamed. She ran out of the house.
This is
as
going to
fast
be
as
an
possible
easy
and
man
into
to
the
file,
house.
I believe.
Closing the door behind her, she locked the vehicle. After a few minutes, Andrew calmly walked outside. He said that everything was okay, but if she could please call the police and ask them to come quickly. Now, unfortunately, Maria's phone was dead. However, with full confidence that Andrew could fix the problem without the authorities, she sat tight and waited.
Looks so
Maria
good.
sat there for
It's a
several
little
minutes, waiting for her partner to return
minor
from the
staining, nothing big.
However, that is when she heard 3 gunshots ring out. After a few seconds of silence, 2 screams followed by multiple loud bangs. Maria could only imagine it was a suitcase or something of similar weight and shape. Watching the entrance to the house,
This
one
nail's
man
already
quickly
done.
appeared. It was Micah, and after closing and locking the door behind her, she started walking directly towards Maria and the Hummer truck. As she approached the driver's door, Micah gently told Maria to get out of the truck.
Okay.
Apparently, Andrew had said to her that she could use it to get to the airport. What was odd is that Micah appeared to be very calm and collected, which made Maria...
Ah, I see. All right.
And after getting
He
into
still
the
lives in
truck,
Mass?
she drove off into the distance.
Interesting.
With the lights on and no sign
What
of
part of
Andrew,
Boston
Maria
is he
was
from? I think you
petrified
told
of
me
what
before,
may
but I don't
have
remember.
She ran to the front door to check on her fiance. However, it had been shut and locked. Using an external socket found in the garden, she then charged her phone long enough to call the police. However, it would take a few hours for them to arrive. Disappointingly, Maria had to walk up the main road to find responding officers, as strangely, the police could not find where the villa was located. It then took fire services another 2 hours to find the house, and after finally scaling the walls and breaking in, they found the motionless body of Andrew. He had been shot 3 times, 1 wound to the arm, and 2 to the head. A .38 revolver was found at the scene, planted in Andrew's hand in a haphazard attempt to make it look like he had shot himself. However, with Maria being witness to the night's events, that was going to prove very hard to believe. Since she already knew who Micah was, the authorities were able to release an arrest warrant rather swiftly. But, as mentioned before, that was after they'd already lost several hours. She had
There we
fled
go.
using Andrew's Hummer truck, which meant
I'm just
that
getting this
theoretically she
black
should easily
dip
be
off my
identified.
skin here.
However, with an engine
You guys
so
know what I'm
goofy,
doing.
it also highlighted that she may have already covered serious ground. And so, with that in mind, an international arrest warrant was released. The authorities of Spain, Portugal, France, and beyond were notified. And as you can likely guess, this story made international headlines. Here in the United Kingdom, the news of Mr. Bling's death brought both shock and intrigue. In the meanwhile, Spain was dealing with an active crime scene, and rumours and whispers began to circulate back in Slovakia. Maria was kept under the
Alright, let's keep moving.
investigators. Andrew's homes were put on lockdown, and his family began to process their devastating loss. And as all of this was happening, Micah's silence lingered on. Unknown to everyone else at the time, but Micah had actually spent the last 3 days travelling 3,000 kilometres or 2,000 miles all the way back home to Slovakia. Now, she actually abandoned the Hummer truck only 2 miles away from Andrew's mansion before calling people for help. And after being told about, well, everything that was
So he
going
quit
on,
his job
he
and
then
everything.
sent
He's
40
flying out,
flights.
moving in.
He flew over to Spain,
Oh,
found out a
Mansfield.
rental car, and then drove her 2,000 miles back.
Okay. Mansfield is not far from Milford, where I grew up. 30 minutes. Mansfield's where Great Woods, which is now like the Tweeter Center, but it's an outdoor concert arena. That's where like a ton of concerts were growing up, you know what I mean? So I've been there tons of times.
She was then shipped all the way back to Costa del Sol, where she remained behind bars for her trial.
Seen Pearl Jam there,
If you thought this story was over,
Aerosmith.
you are mistaken.
because
Seen
Micah
Stained
really
there. I saw Breaking Benjamin there. I saw Three Doors Down there.
But after arriving at the property,
Went to countless like local radio station shows like 94 HJY, WAF, stuff like that. And I'm sure a bunch more. I'm just not thinking of them right now.
Micah claims that she then threw herself.
Oh, he's been driving. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, he's got to get his car there, right? So that makes sense. I want to make sure this nail is smooth.
To quote Micah's testimony, I didn't realize I still had the gun in my hand. I didn't know what happened, but I managed to get upstairs, and then there was silence. And when I went back downstairs, he was lying on the ground. Moving into the legal proceedings of this case, the judge would not believe her story. Maybe if it were not so unbelievable, then she would have had a fighting chance at claiming it was self-defense. However, as you and I and everyone else can see, there were too many holes in her story. To begin with, Micah's pregnancy was a complete fabrication. She was never pregnant with Andrew's child, which therefore eliminated the suggestive motive. In addition to this, claiming that she couldn't remember taking 3 shots at Andrew is very hard to believe. Honestly, the sheer audacity of this woman is quite remarkable. Michael was also unable to explain how Andrew's body was so far away from the stairs, why she claimed that apparently he'd grabbed her by the legs after getting shot. And as for the gun she placed in his hand to make it look like
Yeah,
he'd
that
taken
looks
his own
good.
life, yes, he tried explaining not 1, but 2 shots to the head. If all of this wasn't enough already, the gun was also proven to be illegally sold to Micah, with the weapon serial number struck
What does
off.
he do for work? Is he gonna like try and stay doing the same type of work,
The
or
judge in her original trial expressed his belief that she had acted in a passionate state of mind. And so, in May 2016,
takes a lot to like give everything up and leave everything you know, though, you know what I mean? So it's gotta be a little scary and exciting at the same time for him.
The equivalent of $219,000.
So it's an open-ended invitation then with him living with you. Do you guys have enough space? I'm sure you do, right? I mean, otherwise. I hope you have enough space. You don't want to be walking into him while you're coming out of the shower or whatever. But I know you guys have a house, so I'm sure it's good.
To say that Micah had it easy in prison is a complete understatement. Her legal bills were paid by her parents. She learned new languages behind bars, taught other prisoners English, and even had special access to the prison's swimming pool. And unfortunately, her easy life did not stop there. Although her original sentence was 15 years, which, by the way, is already a pitiful amount for a murderer, this was then further reduced to 13. When judges ruled that they unnecessarily imprisoned her for breaking into Andrew's holiday home, they knocked 2 years off her sentence. But sadly, the story gets even worse, as after only 8 years
looking
behind bars
good.
for the murder of another human being, Micah Kukakova was released back into the free world. Since then, she hasn't wasted any time in living life to the max. And although she is theoretically on parole, meaning she cannot leave the country, being forced to spend a few years in a Mediterranean paradise doesn't sound like the most grueling punishment. Micah has since returned to social media, including apps like Instagram and TikTok, to flaunt her bikini body on camera. It is also reported that, apparently, she's been pampering herself with beauty treatments, all while failing to pay compensation to Andrew's family. People have seen her at the gym, in nightclubs, and even at beach clubs, lying on sunbeds, taking sheepish selfies by the coast, and sprawling on the beach. Nobody would assume this woman,
A marine biology degree. Oh, and get a great job, yeah. 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms? That's awesome. That's what we want. That'd be my dream, Michelle. That's awesome that you're so successful. I admire you. I never did anything with my life. I went to college, dropped out, had kids, and I've never even held like a job for longer than a year or 2.
He maintained a good friendship with his ex-wife and was well loved by his daughter. Both of these women.
That's why I need to get disability, because I can't hold a job.
It is believed that Michael
There's obviously
home
something
in
wrong with me.
Seville, where she will serve the remaining years of her sentence as a free woman. It's quite disgraceful when you think about it.
No.
If she had any remorse at
I
all,
have
then she would pay
debilitating
back her legal obligations.
depression
However, she
and
has lived through a
anxiety. That's
single
what it
member of
is.
Andrew's family, and instead has been
It's
thrown
super
to the
hard
side
for me to
forever.
leave my
Anyway,
house.
we don't actually
And if
know
it's
if
sort
the
of like
case
a
is
social
serious,
occasion
because
or
so
like a
far,
get
we've
together,
rejected
it's
every
way
reason
worse
they
than like
wanted
if I'm
to,
just walking to
saying
the
that they
stores
have
on
to pay
them.
more if they want to hear her story. Honestly, I feel so sorry for Maria and Andrew's family. I feel the same way they do in this case, that the justice system has failed them and allowed a remorseless killer to run free. Now, the
It's
Spanish
easy
system
for me
does
like
tend to
this,
be
and I
rather
didn't used to be
scrappy
like this.
and
It's gotten
conservative. However,
like my depression
police
I've
may
had for a
claim that
long
Andrew's
time, but my
murder was
anxiety has
suspicious.
gotten a
I
lot
believe the
worse
story is
over
very
the
similar to
years.
that of Jodi Arias, and in this case, I think it should have received a sentence just the
And
same.
I've always had some
Though I
form
have
of it,
different
but
stories
never
about
where.
Anyway, folks, I think that just about wraps up our case today. Thank you so much for being here for another video of a coffee house crime.
I don't know, like
So, what do you think about this?
I never
Do you
had
think
panic
life could have got
attacks.
longer
You know what I
than
mean?
size? And
Now I
why
do.
you think she was released so early? Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video if you haven't yet, and please consider subscribing for free. It really does help me out. Just a quick reminder that I'm currently
This is
giving away
Coffee
two
House
free
Crime that I've been
copies,
listening
so if you'd
to.
like to check that out,
I think
please
he's
visit my social
British,
media. You can find me
but
at
he
Coffee House
covers true crime
on
cases like
Facebook,
from
or
around the world. He does a lot of American ones,
Anyway,
but
folks, I think that
he's
just
good.
about does it.
If you guys are
Thank you for
interested
watching,
in
and as always,
that,
I'll see you again very soon for
let me see what
another
else is on
video. Until
now.
that moment of the
I mean, dill pickle chips. Mm. The case of Kitty Cat West. Let's watch this.
I wanted a master's degree to build my company. But the
Yeah.
2 years it takes at most schools, not for me. Then I found WGU. All of their courses are competency based. That means as soon as I
You
fill
do
out
work
material,
hard.
I
You're a
can
business
apply
owner,
for
but
the
you're a
job.
one-woman
On
business. You
average,
don't employ
WGU
anybody,
students
right?
finish in just 19 months. An accredited university that lets me get my master's degree faster, I choose WGU.
Achieve perfect eyesight with these incredible glasses. Millions of people in America wear glasses. But what happens when the prescription changes? The only option is to go to the doctor and wait for a new pair, and that can cost
Just
you
want to make
hundreds
sure
of
these are
dollars.
nice and
But thanks to
smooth. I
these
think
affordable
so.
eyeglasses,
Yeah.
you can have the solution for perfect eyesight.
Kathleen West, known as Kitty Cat West,
I'll put another Coffee House Crime episode on. Yeah, so his episodes are usually like 20 minutes, you know what I mean, long. So not too bad.
The evidence left around her suggested that it could have been an accident, while on the other hand, other key pieces of information screamed that it was murder. And in the end, the fate of another human would all come down to some very concerning yet rather innocuous clues. Welcome back to Coffee House Crime, folks. My name is Adrian, and today we're looking at the bewildering case of Kitty Cat West. I'm back with another
That's a
very
funny name,
requested
Kitty
case
Cat
today,
West.
and I can see why, to be honest. Although someone has been found guilty in this case, the evidence is very circumstantial. So, my one request for you in today's case is to listen to the evidence very, very carefully. And in your own conclusion, let me know what you think in the comments down below. By the way, it feels like a lot of information is missed by the mainstream media in this case, so even if you have heard of this one before, you'll likely learn a few new details here. Anyway, before we begin, did you know that
I'm gonna
there's
have to
true
take on my
crime and strange cases
e-file
on the weekly?
to get the
So, if
black
this sounds like
out
your kind of thing, please consider subscribing to the channel. Right,
Outta
no more
here.
small talk. Please grab yourself a coffee, pull up a seat, and get ready for the deep dive. This is the case of Kitty Cat West.
I think I do.
We're heading to the southeast of the United States, to a place I'm sure most of you are familiar with. Alabama has many...
Oh my god, it's in Alabama, this case, you guys. That's where Patty and Kendra live.
And of course,
I think I got it.
popularized by the well-known country track Sweet Home Alabama.
Both agriculture and aquaculture are
Yeah, no employees. Yeah.
Cattle, fish, and
So
fruits
that's
are
good. You don't have to pay
Spice
anybody
Adventure
else, right?
in 2008. It produced more than 130 million pounds of catfish. The more you know, I guess. Interesting fact, but it's actually a class 2 felony to wrestle a bear here, and the law explicitly forbids people
Hey,
from
what's the name of your business? I never asked you. What's the name?
If you do fancy a throwdown with Winnie the Pooh, no worries. You'll just have to jump
Is it something catchy?
Found almost dead center of the state lies a small city named Calera. It's located just south of Birmingham and runs along Highway 65 on the way to Montgomery. And
Calera.
as far as you can imagine for a rural southern
Just
city,
south of Birmingham on the way to Montgomery.
with a current
I think
population of
Kendra's kind of.
60,000 residents, you could fit
No,
through
Kendra's
almost
closer to
any size
Tuscaloosa, I think.
However, that may not be for long, because with its population tripling in a single decade, it's the fastest growing city in all of Alabama. Now, I couldn't tell you too much about Calera's economy, but it seems to primarily serve the local quarry, which is operated by the Mississippi Line Company. Otherwise, it seems like it's a place for commuters to live while they work in the bigger city, Birmingham.
Okay, so you see, I'm just buffing the nails right now.
Jeff and their daughter Lola. Now, today's story is all about cats, so let's start with who she is. Born on February 15th, 1975, to her mother Nancy and father John,
Oh, she's the same
Kathleen
age
was
as
an
me.
only child. She was raised in Florida and loved the outdoors, and although she was confident as a child, she was also madly obsessed with her dolls. To add to this, from a very young age, she was infatuated with the idea of being a mother. After graduating from Bloomingdale
Let me find my Ergo file. There it is.
This is when she grew a fascination with Marilyn Monroe, and moving forward, she often tried to impersonate her style.
Hi,
This
Janet.
helped her become well known
Lotus
for her
Dog
so-called
Spa.
jaw-dropping
Ah, I like it.
and by all counts, she was a great-looking woman. And in addition to her physical attractiveness,
Why don't you
she was
hire a
very
cleaning
careful
person, a
personality,
cleaning lady?
something that many men would find irresistible. But
Would
Kat
they
didn't
do
have
the
any
dog
personal
spa
problems
cleaning?
to overcome.
Probably.
She unfortunately suffered from alcoholism.
How are you
which was a
today,
really common
Janet?
problem that she often fell into. To add to this, Kat also suffered from bipolar disorder, which, as some of you may know, can be very disruptive to a person's life. Bipolar disorder is a mental health condition that is commonly misconceived as a wild and rapid fluctuation in the person's
So the
mood.
person they're talking
However,
about,
this
the
is
one I
actually
think
very
was
rare
murdered, or
occurrence.
this is what the case is
Firstly,
about.
this condition will typically
Kitty
experience
Cat
depressive
West
and
was her
manic
name.
phases that can
Growing
last
up in
for several
Alabama, but
weeks,
she was born in
but actually there are
1975,
periods
just
of
like me.
normality in between.
Looks like she
Severity
had
varies massively
bipolar
between people,
disorder.
with some experiencing very little
I
dysfunction
also
in their
have that,
lives,
so
meanwhile others need
just
medication
being
and therapy to get by.
honest.
However, by the time Kat was in her late 20s, she had managed to get her condition into a medicated, manageable, and well-controlled state.
But
Moving
I take
forward,
meds
it was
for
only
it,
in
you know what I mean?
2004
So
that
I
Kat
don't
was a man
have,
she felt was worthy
I
of her
haven't
love,
had a
and the man's
manic
name was William
episode
Jeff West. Now, Jeff was
in a couple of
very
years, I
quiet
don't think.
sort. He was
Been a
calm,
while.
cool, and collected, which was quite the opposite to the confident and fiery Kat. And born in the year 1974, he was only slightly older than she was. It was in the year 1992 that he enlisted into the army as a military police officer, before being promoted to a detailed army recruiter and finally a recruiting center commander.
I
Alongside
do
his
still
military
think I
job,
gotta
he
take out
attended
my
Columbia
e-file.
Southern
I can still see
University
some
from
black
2010
on my
through
ring
to
finger.
2019. While here, he achieved a bachelor's degree in business administration, a master's degree in criminal justice administration, and finally,
Britt,
a
you still
master's
here?
degree in
You're
crisis
quiet if you
prevention
are.
and disaster management. As you can very likely
Oh, you woke up
imagine,
late
Jeff
today?
was
Well,
a
it's summertime, Janet.
and after leaving the military and college,
Right?
he then became a security officer and campus corporal. The man already had 2 children from a previous relationship, but that connection had now come to a close. Jeff's hobbies
I'm
included
doing a
fishing,
Luxie
fishing,
Nail
and the
mani.
family he had, with his attitude being both responsible and well-disciplined. Now, at first, friends were very surprised to see the two in a relationship. I mean, opposites do sometimes attract, but these guys seemed like a very unlikely pair. Where Kat was the life and soul of the party and wanted everything the world had to offer,
Okay.
Jeff was much more complacent and often tended to blend into the background. So, it was an even bigger surprise when, only 4 months after dating, the two suddenly married in Las Vegas. Despite Despite rushing into a legal partnership, the relationship and marriage fortunately remained positive and constructive. And just 1 year later, in the year 2005, Jeff and Kat welcomed their first and only child to the world. The young couple were very happy with their arrangements, and their daughter, who was affectionately named Lola, was brought into a happy and loving household. Moving forward several more years to the year 2015, a new home for the family would be custom designed and built. And in fact, if you were to go looking, Google Maps even shows a street view of it being built. This cheerful plot of land turned out to be a beautifully built 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home.
Okay.
Enough space for a family of 3 to really
All right,
spread out.
let's clean
And
off
then
the
resolution
nails
on this photo sucks, but
and
it's
chrome
also
our
nice.
ring finger. This is what they look like after shaping.
Neighbors
So they get in there.
but they were very quiet and often kept to themselves.
Oh, I thought,
The outside world was
Janet, I thought school was done.
By now, Jeff had settled into his role as a campus police corporal. and
Am I
the
wrong?
family
I must be.
being enough to support the
Oh,
family
she's in
through
college.
his role
No,
included
you don't have a
maintaining
daughter in
safety
college.
visitors, funding detention security and safety
I'm
hazards,
friggin'
being
confused.
observant and monitoring criminal activity. To add to this, Jeff was also approved to carry firearms at all times and did nothing to breach that trust. And by all accounts, he was a pretty good cookie. At least at the time. Moving over to Kathleen, her Facebook profile described her as a full-time wife and mummy. But truth be told, she did actually have a part-time job on the side. Now, many sources like to describe her as a woman who lived a double life as an online exhibitionist. But to be honest with you, I don't buy that story. I mean, sure, she was a model and a cam girl, but...
Oh, she was a cam girl. Oh, great.
Kat often centered her content around inspiration from Marilyn Monroe.
How
And her
pretty.
content, which could be found on OnlyFans for $15.99 a month.
I think
would
green
often
would be a
suggested
good color
photos.
to do.
The so-called Kitty Cat West would
For
also
the
post
crown.
content on her Twitter and on her Instagram, which at the time...
Let me look and I'll show you guys what
She was also a member of a Facebook group called...
I was thinking
a
of.
place for readers who are, quote, beautiful, intelligent, classy older women who men of all ages find attractive. Now, despite the sultry content, Kathleen's site did not cause any discord or discomfort between the couple. In fact, Jeff was even happy to help run the business and often took pictures for her subscribers. Kathleen felt both lucky.
I have a few different colors of Born Pretty Chromes, but, well, I also have that green chrome, but that's more like a rare. I was thinking this one right here.
They seemed content and happy. However, as you may already know, this period of comfort would not last forever. Having children can be tough for a variety.
Yeah, that'll
of
work.
reasons.
That's
Everyone
number
wants to focus
3.
on the
Let me get it out.
responsibility towards the kids. But one thing that is often overlooked is the well-being of the parents themselves. Now, don't quote me on this because I'm not a parent. But looking
Where
after
are they?
children while also juggling a job leaves very
Here they
little
are.
room for you to have your own time. Now, Jeff and Kathleen recognized this. And of course, they did still love their daughter. But they still needed quality time to themselves and their
Number
husbands and wives.
3.
Every day, we see signs of progress across Massachusetts. Neighbors making the transition.
My
to a
cosmic
clean
order
energy home.
shift with some more
It's an
gel
energy
top
efficient
coat, so
home, which
yay.
saves money. It's a more comfortable home. Making it
Oh,
easier
for
to
summer
live.
school. Oh, okay. Did you get her there in time, Janet? Oh my goodness.
CleanEnergyLivesHere.com has the information you need to make your home more energy efficient and less reliant on fossil fuels. Clean Energy Lives Here. Join us and bring it to your home, too.
Anyone home? And here, Aunt Jean. How's it going, honey? There's a lot to take care of. More sympathy cards. Your mom was well loved. I hope you know how grateful she was to have you. I know. Speaking of grateful, what is it? It's a check from United of Omaha Life Insurance Company. Mom's life insurance. Life insurance? So soon? Just like they say. My sister, always looking out for her family. I can still hear her. I don't
The
want
top
my
coat
kids
looks
to be
good, so I'm gonna chrome it 30
This check will help a
seconds.
lot.
If you're age 45 to 85, you can't
Eat
be
some more
turned down
chips.
for up to $25,000 in life insurance from United of Omaha. Policies start at just $6.38 a month, and benefits could be paid in as little as
I don't
24
remember
hours.
using this one
How did
before.
she qualify?
Anyway, it says Born Pretty Mirror Powder.
Don't matter.
And then it says number
Policies are available with no health questions, no
7
medical exam, no
on
blood
it.
tests.
I just assumed life insurance would be way over my budget. No one kept a tighter budget than mom.
a good amount in here.
You can too.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
Nope. There's a rate lock built into the policy.
Policies start at just $6.38 a month. Your rate is locked in for life. The cost of a funeral can be $9,000
Oh, this
or
is
more.
pretty.
With one call, you can give your loved ones the protection they need to help pay these costs.
But it looks
And
teal,
unlike some
not green.
policies, benefits are payable
What's up
from
with
the
that?
first day.
Mom just felt better knowing we had help, and I couldn't be more grateful. You should call United Omaha. I guess I'll never
Right?
stop
Doesn't
learning
it
about
look
big
teal,
things.
not green?
Don't put
Did I
off
use
life
it?
insurance.
It says
Call
number
United
3 though.
Omaha
Maybe I
today.
misnumbered them.
Call
Let me look.
800-958-0471. You can't be turned down. Call today to lock in your rates. 800-958-0471. That's 800-958-0471.
Let me try this one.
It was
I wonder if it's
Friday,
gonna make a
12th of
difference
January
on top of it.
2018 that they were practicing this way of living.
Nah,
As tonight was date night. Handing their daughter over to her grandparents for the weekend, Jeff and Kat headed down to Papadoo Seafood Kitchen, found in downtown Birmingham. After their meal, they travelled to Red Zone Bar and Grill, and after having a couple of drinks here, the two lovers made their way back home. While making the drive back, they stopped at R&R Wine and Liquor Store, which is located just north of Calera. Surveillance footage shows
Shoot.
Jeff buying himself a bottle of
Alright, I
Jameson's,
don't like
while
it.
Kat selects a bottle of
It
Luxie
doesn't
Nail.
match. We gotta go with
The
a
couple
different
seemed
color, you
very
guys.
happy
Alright.
and even playful. The
But
cat
I don't
catches
want to
Jeff
do
looking as
red.
nice
How about purple? We'll do
before then making
purple.
their way back home. Nothing appeared out of
I
the
don't know
ordinary,
what.
and the cashier even thought that they both made a
Looks
nice
like this
couple.
goes on
Once home,
this.
the two continued drinking, and it's reported that they both had about 5 or 6 drinks throughout the night. Approaching 10 o'clock, Jeff posted this
So I guess I'm gonna file it off.
for her OnlyFans account. However, shortly after this, their otherwise
It's not fully cured,
started
though.
to take a very terrible turn.
How can I take? I mean, I can take it off with alcohol, but
January 13th, 2018. The time was about 5 a.m. and it was the morning.
will it still
after date
chrome?
night. The
If
sun
I
was
try to chrome
rising
it now, I don't
and
think it
drifting
will.
over the fields. And despite it being a cold
Let's see
winter's
though.
morning,
Let's try it.
Alabama was preparing for an
Let me find the purple I want to use.
However, not both of the West family parents.
I got this one. That's pretty nice.
The neighbor would make a very gruesome discovery. A young woman named Makorsha lived a couple of streets away. With a job that started so early in the morning, she was one of the first few people out on the road. In order to get to Highway 65, she had
Ooh,
to
I
get
like this
past Thomas'
one.
household. And that was when, while passing by, she noticed something peculiar.
This is
out
more of a purple,
Makorsha gasped
I think.
after taking a closer
Yeah, they're
look.
both the same like shade of purple. One's like a mirror chrome and one's like a little different. Alright, I guess we'll use number 5. Hollow chrome powder. I think that's these ones here. Let's try it. Power will it work? Oh, your AC was not working? You got there minutes before 8. I jumped out of bed, pulled my hair up, and got shoes on. I didn't know anything was wrong with your AC, Janet. It wasn't working? Like, yeah, that's a must-have in Arizona. Let's see if it's gonna stick. If it doesn't,
investigators confirmed that she was found only wearing a sports.
no, it doesn't.
She
All right.
had heavily from her head, and a mobile phone and a bottle of absinthe were found next to her body.
I didn't
Police
think it
officers
would.
secured the scene pretty much
But it was
immediately,
worth a shot.
and neighbors all around were very shocked to see the commotion unfold. But there was one significant person missing through all of this, and that was Jeff West. Now, Jeff was actually still in his own home, but apparently he had no idea what was going on outside. He woke up to find his wife missing, and then began to look around the house for her. That is when police officers came knocking at the property, to which Jeff opened the door. However, strangely enough, he acted very strange in front of officers, and after being told that his wife was found dead outside, he appeared all too calm. Right,
Okay.
so we're going to spend a lot of time focusing on the details of the crime scene.
Let's try
as there
again.
are several articles of evidence that both support and reject Jeff's involvement in Kat's death. First of all, police officers believe
Tell me
that
more
Kat
about
died
the
sometime
AC,
between
Janet.
10
What was
p.m.
wrong with
Friday
it?
and 5 a.m. Saturday. Jeff confirmed that this was the correct time frame in which she could have died, but he also rejected any idea that perhaps she could have been murdered. Jeff was also able to confirm that Kat was alive at around 10 p.m.
Let's do this
as
again.
he'd taken photos of her wearing a pink bra, pink underwear.
It looks
and heels
green
at
on
the
the
time.
swatch.
And although
I'm
those images
convinced I
aren't
must have
available to
messed
the
up
public, investigators were able
the
to
numbers
confirm
on
this
them
just
or
by taking a look
something.
at her phone. According to Jeff, the night had been pleasant up until that moment in time, but shortly after the photo shoot, the two unfortunately began to argue. Apparently, Kat was spending too much time looking at her phone. She wasn't being present in the moment with him, and that upset Jeff. In response to this, he grabbed the mobile phone out of her hands, opened the front door, and then threw it out into the front garden. Kat was angry with him, but Jeff didn't bother waiting around to argue any further. He apparently made his way upstairs.
All right,
and
that
went
looks
straight to bed
good. Back in the
around
lamp for
10:30
30
p.m., not waking
seconds.
up any time after this until around 5 a.m. Recalling the night, he assumes that she must have gone
And we'll
outside
use
to
this
retrieve her
chrome,
mobile
which
phone. Jeff
the lid
states
isn't
that
even
around
on
5
all the
a.m.
way
next morning,
on
he
my.
hears police cars and a barking dog. And that is when he received a knock at the front door. However, this is the first concerning clue left behind.
Oh,
It is believed that this was a lie fabricated by
the
Jeff,
family room,
as
the
the
office, and
neighborhood
your
friend
oldest
Catherine's
daughter's
daughter
room.
told officers
Oh,
she'd
she
seen
must have been
police
dying. I
vehicles
hope she was
outside
sleeping like
when
on
she
the
was
couch
returning to the
somewhere.
car. She distinctively remembers this, as she thought it was very odd at the time. Now, officers were not sure what to make of the situation.
3
They initially
weeks?
assumed that Kat's death was most likely accidental.
That seems
and
like
that
a
she'd
long
probably
time.
become so inconsolably drunk that she'd fallen over while outside, resulting in her death from hitting her own head. And this sort of inebriation-induced behavior apparently wasn't out of character for her either. She would often wander around while drunk, and was often energetic. Dancing and jumping around on the family's trampoline was a fairly typical example here. But after
There
an
we
official
go.
autopsy was conducted and detectives widened their
And then I'm going to
investigation
stamp
into the
mermaid
potential
scales on
homicide,
this.
things were no longer appearing to add up between Jeff and Kat.
I just remembered I have a purple chrome from Hypnotic Nails too. I could use that.
Combustion heating and cooling systems. Install an air source heat pump as your primary source of heating.
Get the
and receive
free
up to
edges.
$60,000 in rebates from the sponsors of Mass Save.
An
Looks
autopsy
good.
concluded that, at the time of her death, Kat had a blood alcohol reading of 0.23%, which was 3 times over the legal limit. And although semen was detected on a swab taken, the sample could not successfully be matched to anyone due to a low sperm count. The forensic pathologist who completed the autopsy ruled that the cause of her death was blunt force trauma to the head. He further explained that due to Kat's
All right, I'm gonna put it
was highly
into
likely that a head wound would have been created by a fall.
finish
He
curing,
also
and then we'll
highlighted that the
stamp
length of
on
the
it.
wound was consistent with the length of the liquor bottle found at the crime scene. When police sergeant Mel
I didn't put the lid on right again.
he noticed that her mobile phone
Must be something to do with that jar. Couldn't be me.
The bottle was neatly laid down and parallel to the
She was still
and
sleeping in her
accidentally
room?
fell to her death, then it would have been
Ah,
extremely
she didn't want to
likely
sleep in Blue's room.
The only conclusion the officer could come up with is that it must have been placed like that by someone else. In the meanwhile,
Did she have a
forensic
fan at
analysis of the
least?
bottle
I
that
hope.
found a positive match of Jeff's thumb and ring fingerprints.
Okay,
The fingerprints were
let me
in a
fix
downward
this.
orientation, meaning that Jeff must have held it by the leg. And to add to this concerning detail, the analysis also found traces of cat's blood on the bottom of the bottle. It is worth noting here that this does not necessarily mean that Jeff held the bottle.
All right, let me just put away the
He may have grabbed it downward
crumbs.
and by the neck when pulling the bottle out of the shopping bag. Another strange and concerning clue, but officers also noticed 2 separate pools of blood outside of the family home. There was one pool of blood on the family lawn, and another in the street where she was found. This means that
Yay, now we get to stamp.
she would have to fall over, suffer significant
All right, that's good. I bet it got wicked hot because you guys were in the 90s and stuff. How about today? What's your weather like for today?
Taking a look into the digital forensics of the night, the health app on Kat's phone detailed her final movements to be between 10:45 and 10:54 p.m. She moved a distance of 64 meters before all activity ceased. The home's security system confirmed that the door was opened and then closed again at 10:54 p.m., which matches well with her final movements. It then opened
I'm
again
gonna
at 1:59
stamp.
a.m.
I was gonna
and
stamp
remained
black,
open
you
until
guys. What do you
12
think?
a.m. Jeff's mobile phone also
I'm
confirmed
thinking
his
black.
final movement of 18 steps to be between 11:03 and 11:10 p.m., which, by the way, was just 7 minutes after the door was shut and Kat's movements ended. The next movement detailed on Jeff's mobile phone was the next morning at 5:12 to 5:22 a.m., in which he moved a total of 59 steps. Now, this time frame coincides with the front door being shut, but what it does not explain is what precisely happened at 1:51 a.m. when the door was opened. It is worth noting that both
ink on
mobile
there.
and devices only confirm when there definitely was movement. For example, Jeff could have left his mobile phone on the bed all night while moving around
Even.
the house. Now, personally, I'd argue this is the
Alright,
most
there's gonna be
scandalous
extra
evidence
ink on
against
this.
Jeff, as his
Try and get it
movements
off.
perfectly
There we go.
match that of Kat's and the door. There are two other points worth noting here. To begin with, Jeff's phone
Perfect transfer. First time. See, it was definitely that plate, you guys.
In the middle of the night, the front door had been opened, and if no one else was in the property at the time, then it must have been Jeff. Detectives did look into the possibility that maybe one of Kat's subscribers may have stalked and killed her, but they ended up with no information
There we
to
go.
any plausible suspects. In Jeff's defense, neighbors claimed that they heard no commotion on the Friday night or the Saturday morning, so it's very unlikely there was any sort of commotion or altercation on the front yard. But still, with the fingerprints, the activity reports, and the autopsy results,
Perfect.
Jeff was very much backed into a corner.
An arrest and a murder
Maybe I should do silver because it is not noticeable.
Since Kathleen West was found dead.
But hold on. Will it wipe off my chrome? It shouldn't, you said, right, Tara?
On February the 22nd, 2018,
No, it's
after
wiping
6
off my
weeks of
chrome.
investigation, the authorities made the decision
Damn
to
it.
arrest and charge Jeff West.
Alright, so I gotta do it in silver because the black is not noticeable. I thought for sure black would be the right color.
There was no way he was getting out before this trial. Before his trial began, Jeff was
Oh, I'm mad about the chrome though. I should have put a top coat layer on or something maybe to protect it. So that didn't happen. Because now I gotta redo it all. Jeez.
Which, by the way, wouldn't happen until November 2020, almost 3 years since his wife's death. Now,
Alright, I'm gonna throw this away.
Try to remember all of the
Damn it,
information and
damn it,
evidence
damn
we
it.
talked about. The prosecution argues that Jeff had killed his wife with a blow to the head from a liquor bottle, and backed this claim up with the fingerprints, the security system, their device movements, and the autopsy report. A shirt found in a clothing hamper and a towel from the master bedroom also contained traces of Kat's blood. In addition to all of this concerning information, they also highlighted the multiple pools of blood and the strangely placed bottle. The defense argued that Kat must have died from an accidental fall. They made no effort to include or suspect a third party, which means any evidence...
I want to file the top coat off, but I don't want to file anything beyond that,
It was
you know?
also highlighted that no blood or DNA was found on Jeff's clothes or his hands. There was no hair, scalp, or
God, a
brain
huge
tissue found
mess
on the
here.
sedative bottle,
Oh, I forgot
and
to
there was
clean
no
my
suggestion of a struggle or a fight inside of the house.
stamper.
Jeff stated on multiple occasions that he had never hit
All
or
right.
hurt his wife, and he cited on numerous occasions, "I have never hit
Here we
her.
go
I would never
again.
hurt my wife, not even accidentally." It was noticed that this
95 degrees.
notorious
Oh.
video due to Kat's work as an only
Coffee House
this
Crime.
added much
Janet.
pressure to the jury, who
He's this
expected
British
to
guy on
prosecute
YouTube
any
who
bias
covers true crime
Many
cases.
text messages and voicemails were cited over the course of the 5-day trial, which revealed that
He's
the couple
good.
often argued. These arguments were over trivial things that, on their own,
He
did not
covers
raise
stuff
any
from
cause
all
of
over the
serious
world,
concern,
though,
and
not
it
just the
highlighted
US.
a slight problem in the marriage.
But
In a text message
he
sent
does a
by
lot of
Kat to
US
Jeff
cases,
8
too.
days before her death, she said, "I know you're scared to tell me that you don't want to be with me, but it's
Like,
only
a lot of,
fair
like-
to lie." In response to this
this
message,
one I
she
think is
said,
like a
"You don't
model,
want me, so
an
I
OnlyFans
want you.
cam
Do you
girl.
want
It's
me?"
about that.
Never really talked about it
But it
afterwards.
happened in Alabama where
Kat
Patty
wrote
and
about
Kendra
it,
live.
telling him that he was throwing away 14 years of marriage. However, she also sent him nude photos after this, saying, "Thank you for making me feel sexy." It was also revealed that Kat was not happy with her sex life. Where she wanted to have sex 4 or 5
Okay.
times a week, Jeff couldn't keep up with this pace. She was also considering casual relationships with other women while in the marriage, which, granted, could have caused tension between her and her husband. Naturally, Jeff's parents defended him throughout his trial, but what surprised many was that Kat's parents also defended him too.
Okay.
In fact, they
Here we
were
go again.
arguably the ones fighting the hardest in his corner, and described him as the
Yes,
one
I've
who
watched
was
Stephanie Harlow, the chick with the glasses and the long dark hair. Yes, I have.
And honestly, there is
I
almost
like
no
her
evidence to
too.
suggest that is an aggressive or violent.
But she's a little too serious for me. She's super serious. You know what I mean? What about, have you ever watched Annie Elise? I was talking about her yesterday. She's good. And then that chapter, he's a Scottish guy who covers true crime. He's probably one of my favorites. But I love Annie Elise. Kendall Ray, I like her.
After just 5 hours of deliberation, they unanimously found William Jeffrey West guilty of the manslaughter of his wife.
Here we go again, ladies. Hopefully this will be the last time.
The front door, Kat ran out to retrieve it. Jeff then followed her outside the house and
Number
passed her
7.
across the head with it. In a panic, he staged the scene by planting the bottle against her phone before going back inside and acting ignorant to the situation. Jeff showed no reaction as the verdict was read because, quite simply, he was in total and utter shock. After all deliberations, Shelby County Judge William Bostick handed down what he thought was a fair but not maximum sentence. The judge took Jeff's lack of criminal history, pleas from his daughter, mother and mother-in-law, and other mitigating factors into account. He therefore ordered Jeff West to serve 16 years in prison, minus 3 years already spent behind bars. Should nothing change to his case, Jeff will be released from prison in February 2034.
Is it up?
And despite already appealing the verdict, this has been denied.
This time I'm gonna.
You know,
I think I should cure it and then top coat it. Because what if I'm not happy with the stamping, right?
The device and security
I definitely think that would be a better thing to do, you guys.
Maybe there is guilt to be had after all. But again, if there is, I think it was an accident.
I'm gonna finish curing it.
The toughest part for Jeff is if he accepted the plea deal at the very beginning of all of this, then he would now be a free man. But now, with the jury's verdict, he must serve.
Oh, you like Kendall Ray?
Which, to be honest, I'm sure keeps him up almost every single night.
Check out Coffee House Crime and
accident or murder.
That chapter.
Lost a very important person to their lives.
They're both good.
Jeff and his character, you could argue that
And they're like 20-minute videos too. They're not like an hour. You know what I mean? Like Stephanie Harlow and Kendall Ray, their videos will be a lot longer.
She was strong and confident, had her own agenda, and tried to live her life dancing to the rhythm of her own drum. She was also a very caring and nurturing mother and a very good wife.
I'm gonna top coat it.
Supporting those that she loved. The media were quick to paint her as a woman who had a double life, which personally I feel is quite far-fetched and sensationalized. I mean, sure, she may have been sexually quirky, but at the end of the day, she appeared to be a very loving mother and wife who was also much fun to be around. I hope that all of those affected by this very strange and unfortunate story will eventually find solace. So I think that wraps up my cases today, folks, but I do have one very important question for you. I'm sure you know what I'm going to ask you already, but...
Looks good. I'm just making
Try
sure.
and factor in everything we talked about today, including the health data, the security data, and the things.
Alright, let me cure it.
Do you think he murdered his own wife?
This time we'll cure for a full minute. Then we'll stamp.
So again, please let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, thank you so much for being here with me for another video today for Coffee House Crime. If you found this case interesting or insightful, then please remember to like the video and subscribe if you haven't yet. I shall return very soon for another video, but until that moment arrives,
What's a cortado?
look after each other, and of course, stay safe. Thank you.
It's on his list of drinks. On Coffee House Crime behind him, he's got this sign that lists different coffee drinks and prices. And it said cortado. I've never seen that before. That ex-NFL player was found not guilty, by the way, you guys.
Yeah, I'll try.
Chris, you makes the calm heat.
Okay.
Job and move on. Let the t-shirt be better.
It's not my first choice on colors, but hopefully it will look okay once it's all said and done.
This is a disturbing phone call that took place in March 2016. And in this conversation, two Christ lovers were discussing their plans to murder her ex-husband. In Bianca's mind, her motive was simple. And
Silver, is that what we're doing?
sexual manipulation. She was willing to coerce
I
her
have this
husband
light
into becoming
purple.
her personal assassin. Now,
I don't think it'd be
sadly,
really
their plans would
noticeable
not go
though
as
on it.
expected, and even worse, the consequences of their actions would shatter the lives of not one.
Hopefully this works out, you guys.
But who exactly is this woman? What did she
I'm
do
trying to
become known
think.
as Melbourne's Black Widow? And how did she manage
Yeah, I
to
guess
keep
we'll just
the law
do
for
this
so
and
many years afterwards?
stop second guessing
Welcome to
myself.
Welcome
I second guessed
and welcome to
myself a lot.
My name is Adrian, and today's story is a wild one. We're looking into the case of Bianca Edmonds. If lies and manipulation weren't enough for you, this case holds a massive amount of content, including interrogations, voice recordings, surveillance footage, and much more. But before we begin, and just to let you know that I post true crime and strange cases here weekly, so if it is your sort of thing, please consider subscribing to Coffee House.
Ah.
So let's get straight into
All right, let's try again. It's not a perfect transfer.
Grab yourself a coffee, pull up a seat, and get ready for the deep dive. This is the case of Bianca Edmonds.
Try them.
Grab your boots and hop into your nearest 4x4, because our case today pulls us into the floodplains of Victoria, Australia. Now, it's no secret.
Also, see, this next case that he's doing is from Australia.
And in fact, more than 85% of the country's 26 million residents live within 30 miles of the deep blue. But when you think of rural Australia, the Great Outback is likely the first thing to spring to mind. But there is actually...
There we go, that's
outside of
perfect.
Tumbleweed, dingoes and red sand. This is particularly obvious in the south, where Victoria's rural settings spread with green grasslands and farms. And to be honest with you, throw me blind into Google Maps and I couldn't tell you the difference between Victoria and Kansas. Take Route 55 and drive roughly 100 miles north of Melbourne, and eventually find yourself in the small city of Shepparton. You can probably guess that's
Yes,
not
so
long here, with
okay
the sleepy
then.
city having only a small population of around 69,000 residents.
Yay!
A river crossing in the mid-19th century, it underwent significant transformation to become a railway town. And since then, Shepparton has found its purpose in
That's what I was trying to do.
The town also plays host as a major shopping and service centre for the greater
It's like
regional
the
area.
perfect
And
length for my
there
nail.
seems to be plenty
If
to
I
do,
center it
but really
perfectly, it
close
works
by,
out
keeping
good.
the place alive. To
I
add to
have
this, the
some
network of parks,
ink
resorts,
on
and
me,
forests
though.
follow the many paths laid through Shepparton, all of which offer
Do you want to get
fantastic
it off?
picnic spots through the bushwalking tracks. Skipping back to the year 2016, one of those living within the leafy suburbs of Shepparton was a woman by the name of Bianca Edmonds. Now, very little is known about her childhood or past, but in light of today's story, it is not necessary to know. Born in 1986, her mother Ellen raised her to be a polite young girl. And moving into her adult years, Bianca became a confident young woman.
Okay,
Which paired
looks
well
good.
with brown hair and donut eyes, both of which are just two of the many things that her former husband, Michael Papaciano, loved about her. Born in the year 1990, Michael was about 4 years her junior. Living in the northwestern suburb of West Meadows at the time he met Bianca,
I'm just gonna
to fall into a relationship.
top coat again and then activate and top coat the other nails.
And fast forward to the year 2013, Bianca fell pregnant with his child. And fast forward 9 months later,
It's a lot of gel top coat on one nail. 3 layers.
Who will remain unnamed for his safety. But things were not going very well back at home. And as their commitments and time together started to accumulate, Bianca and Michael found themselves getting into many heated arguments. And with the arguments and fights becoming quite volatile,
At least I'm using a 2-in-1 though.
leaving a baby in the middle of a family now torn apart. As it often goes between separated parents, Bianca and Michael fought hard to get
Alright, let me
custody of
cure it
their
again
child.
and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Guys, I'm like stressing that this purple nail's not gonna match. There's some purple flakes in this dip powder, but that's not the primary color. Like the primary flaky colors look to be red, green, and gold.
He was settled and relatively comfortable in his rural lifestyle. Unfortunately,
We'll see.
the man was also rather gullible and needed help with his reading and writing.
But I didn't want to do a gold chrome nail.
And knew how to operate complex and versatile
Oh.
construction vehicles. Now, although he had age and experience over Bianca, it transpires that she was the one firmly wearing the trousers in their relationship. Things moved relatively fast.
If I had done it gold
And
though,
not long after
I
they
bet
met
that
and dated
mermaid
Tinder, they found themselves in each other's beds. Despite having
plate
a child and
would have
being
worked
engaged
in
to
black
Michael,
on a
Bianca
gold
took no
chrome
time at
nail.
all to become serious with him. And as
Okay.
2015 drew to a close, the discussion
That's
of
what it
marriage
looks like.
lingered in the air. But this did
Let's
nothing to stop
activate.
the toxic and volatile arguments between her and her ex-husband Michael, and the baggage created by her former relationship would become a significant obstacle between Bianca
Yeah.
and Glenn.
I
On the
don't think
other
it
hand, Michael
matches.
found
Shit.
himself a new partner named Sylvana, and while he and his new girlfriend settled into their home in northern Melbourne, Bianca and Glenn moved in together 100 miles away in Shepparton. Needless to say, Sylvana took Michael's side in the feud, as did Glenn with Bianca.
Doesn't
But the key
match.
difference here is how Bianca saw her
All
version
that
of the
work.
story. Moving forward, she made very damaging accusations about Michael, and often portrayed him in the worst possible ways towards Glenn. Naturally, Glenn didn't take too kindly to Michael after this, and as the ongoing
Whatever. Tis what it is.
the parallel feud between the two
I
men
don't
began
think
to
I'm gonna
surface.
be redoing
Now,
it.
ever since breaking up with Bianca, Michael was only allowed to
If I were to
see
redo
one
it, I'd have to do this now, like red or gold.
But legally speaking,
What do you guys
Michael was
think?
making good progress in seeing his son more often and without vigilance.
Can you
This
see the
progress angered
colors?
Bianca quite significantly, and if Bianca was mad, then Glenn would surely follow suit. Despite the ongoing hostilities, there were happy milestones to celebrate too, as in February 2016, the couple officially married, with Bianca strangely
Whatever.
retaining her
I'm
own
just
surname
leaving
after
it.
the ceremony.
You know,
But their
I'm
marriage
not
came
gonna.
with many strange conditions, and unfortunately, this is where our story
I'm gonna
takes a very
try
sad and
not to
serious
second
turn.
guess it.
It turns out that the exaggerated and aggressive conversations about Michael were not simply
As it
linked to
is, this
Bianca's
is already the
some
second
tough
chrome I
frustration.
put on it.
Instead, and shockingly, she was manipulating and training Glenn for a very horrendous mission. According to multiple sources near the Edmonds Cassidy household, Bianca often demanded that Glenn was to get vengeance on Michael. And to add to this, she would also
Okay,
offer
let's
rewards
talk
for this
code.
behavior. She often called her husband spineless, piss-weak, and a coward, and told him that he had no balls if he wasn't willing
You
to
can
protect
see the
his
colors,
family and
Janet.
Michael. The lies and manipulation did
I'm
not
more
stop
worried
there
the
either.
colors don't
On the
match
topic
my
of his balls, Bianca was incredibly
chrome
difficult
nail.
in holding them captive. She always refused to let him climax during sex, and this would never
Although
change
I
until
guess
she was
I
willing
could
to
just
complete his death
pop
mission.
off the
Now,
chrome
on
nail
this basis, most of
and
us have come to our senses and realize that no man
do it
or
with
woman
tail
is worth
scales.
carrying out such a brutal deed for. However, Glenn, he didn't see it that way, and even more tragically, was even committed to the idea. And on March 12, 2016, the lives of 4 families would change forever. And his schemes would screw up so royally, the
Gorgeous.
consequences were even worse than initially planned.
This dip is so gorgeous, you guys. I almost can't stand it.
March 12, 2016. At 7:32 p.m., a harrowing phone call was made to the authorities. The terrified voice of a woman claimed that she and her boyfriend had been attacked in their home in Pascoe Street, found in West Meadows, North Melbourne. Officers responding to the scene were met with a horrific yet very complicated story. A man had arrived at the property with a sawn-off shotgun, and after her boyfriend equipped himself with a knife...
Can you imagine what a nightmare it must be to wake up in your home in the middle of the night to somebody in your room or in your house? Ugh.
Lost, and instead, there were 2. The property belonged to Michael Capasiena, and as you can likely guess, the intruder was no other than Glenn Cassidy.
Okay.
Unfortunately, after invading his home, Glenn had landed a successful...
So there is some purple
but only after being
in this, but not a lot, you guys.
And after attacking Michael's girlfriend,
Like I said, it's
Sylvana,
mainly
he too
like
fled out to his
red
death.
and gold and
The
stuff.
community of West Meadows was shocked by the news. Murder was one thing,
So,
but the story was quite bizarre to include 2 deaths and a sawn-off shotgun. Although March the 12th signified the end of Michael's and Glenn's lives,
have to
their story
decide
was
what I'm
only
gonna
just about
do.
to begin, as what officers learned over the following months and years.
I have this.
Now, Australia is a country full of many peculiar creatures.
This form pretty chrome.
So you can very
I don't
much
know.
guess who
I mean, for
could
now,
always
I'm gonna
make
let
this
my
quite
nails
happen.
dry.
And over time,
But
discovered some
I
very
do
unusual
think I'm gonna redo this now.
just a heads up, but there is
There's so
much
many
content
layers
about
on
this,
there.
so
That's a
moving
lot
forward,
to
we'll do
file
all
through,
this in
right?
time chronological order before moving
3
to our
layers of gel
series.
top coat.
It all started with a single raw and relatively instinctive emotion. And of course, I'm talking about greed. Even before she had met Glenn, Bianca started to worry about
Ah, I'm so
the
mad.
her young son. Now that is an undeniable fact. and
Yeah,
one which
super
may be
scary.
considered understandable.
For sure.
But at some undefined point in time, this notion got the better of her, and she decided
We
that
don't
the
have a
only way to
weapon or
resolve the
anything.
issue was to take her husband Michael out of the
For a
equation.
while, Nick was keeping a
We
baseball
don't know
bat
if this was before or after she had met Glenn, nor
next
do we
to
know
him,
if she already
next
had
to the
good
bed.
intentions from the start of their relationship, or
But
even if she actually
we
loved
took it
him.
outside to use it.
As we move forward, Bianca recognized Glenn's gullible and naive demeanor, and using this knowledge, she planted the seed of doubt,
I'll let
hatred,
these
and desperation
dry.
into his mind. While allegedly using intense
Everybody
sexual
else is so
manipulation
quiet,
to
huh,
get Glenn
Janet?
to him,
It's like
Bianca
it's just
persuaded
us.
Glenn that he must kill Michael to save the family and his stepson. And unfortunately, after falling for her charm,
I have
she
this
began to hatch out
gold.
the plan. The problem was, Bianca was too heavily connected to Michael, and to add to this, she had an obvious
Maybe I
need to
should have
save
just
him.
done
So,
the
rather
gold.
conveniently, she told Glenn that he would have to do the job alone. And that job was supposedly simple enough. Find a disposable gun unrelated to either of them, show up at Michael's home, and then take him out.
What if
It
I
turns
just
out
file
that
some
not
of
only hit
this?
for hit, the pair had even mapped out Michael's home and neighborhood. This included specific details of the houses around Michael, such as which had barking dogs and which had security lights. Unfortunately, there was a lot of premeditation to this case, and the pair had planned Michael's death for quite some time. We know this.
Oh,
because
wait, I gotta
the
make sure these are dry
documentation
first. I'm gonna
concluded
get
Glenn
dust all on them
actually
if I
plotted a
don't.
list to complete before murdering Michael. Mind you, the poor guy was almost illiterate and struggled to write or spell. And so, with that said, please
Yeah, I
excuse
gotta
the
be
many errors
careful.
throughout this list. Titled Obstacles, which was meant to say obstacles, Glenn highlighted the issues of obtaining
Oh, okay,
goods,
Tara.
Michael home, and transporting and disposing
You
of
doing a
them.
set? I
He
can't
wanted
wait to
ensure
see.
financials were covered for Bianca and his children, and furthermore, have a baby
Yeah, you
with
didn't
Bianca
post anything
for at least
yesterday,
3 to
right?
5 years. He also wanted them to get
I
married,
didn't see
which they
anything
would
from
do,
you
and have
yesterday.
as much sex as possible. The pair originally schemed to kill Michael on the first weekend of March 2016, and Bianca would be out of town at a mother's home over the incident, creating the
So I
perfect
bought a
alibi.
few different
But
bottles of
unfortunately,
flavors
unfortunately for
of
Michael, he was
e-liquid
out of
Tara,
property
right?
at this time,
I got
and
the
had
vape
plans to
Tasia,
travel
the
abroad.
strawberry
He
custard.
operated outside of the residence all weekends, and
I
for
got a
reasons
jam
unclear, he was
monster
brought back
that's
onto a spell, which
blueberry,
released during
raspberry, and
numerous
lemon.
instances over this time frame. Most of these
And then I
conversations were
got
and incriminating information aside, these recordings also revealed the imbalance between
French
her and
Dude,
Glenn's
I think it's
relationship.
called. It's French toast, but this one has lemon added to it. But I just love this strawberry. Like, I don't even want the other ones. I just want the strawberry.
Maybe said they're not. Maybe everyone had a different change of plans because I'll be home later.
Why'd you take the jellies off, Janet?
After dark, usually he will.
So you have your short natural nails? Are you planning to go put
Yeah.
more jelly, to put the jelly tips back on, or what's your plan? These are dry.
Yeah, get your sleep. Place for tomorrow.
I bet you look beautiful. I do someone new.
What Sunday? I think you're right.
It's been annoying.
I was gonna end the live, but I was gonna end the live and just redo this now, so I'm just gonna redo it. Because I'm not gonna waste taking pictures, you know what I mean?
I want to celebrate too. Trust me.
On a Manny that I'm not gonna post.
Trust me, I'll probably add it. You know that. So there's no work obligation down here.
I don't even care if I get all the chrome off, honestly. I just,
Yeah, don't hurt yourself. I mean, I know it's a pretty mental job that you're doing, but physically and mentally and all that, don't hurt yourself.
I'm actually going to take your card.
Can't hurt ya.
No, there's people starting to look at it too much. Even another bike following you around.
all right, let's see what we're looking at underneath here.
Yeah. Do what you need to do.
There's some chrome gone. Some still there. I want to make sure all the ink is kind of gone though.
This last night did not work all right to start.
All right, let's get rid of this. Let's try again.
I find completely
I'm gonna go for the gold, I guess, you guys. The gold chrome.
And then concentrate on the next, finish this job and move on. That's what you should.
The other choice is this red, but it's not even the same red. This is more like a yellow. Number 7. It's the Born Pretty Mirror Chrome again.
I know, but I'm sick of it. You know, I don't want to have to the rest of my life carry that back.
Yeah, no.
And see if it's small enough. I don't know, it depends.
Number 7.
I love you.
I'm usually not big on the yellows or the yellow golds, but it matches. Oh, you are gonna, Janet? Rocky, yeah. Mallory does that occasionally too. You'll see her throw out a mani with her natural nails.
I'm really disappointed. I was hoping it got wet.
Nothing wrong with that.
I know. Alright, I'll talk to you later on.
Okay. Love you.
Alright, drive carefully.
2 years ago, I was rocking shorties too. Got some stuff that came up in my memories. I was like, oh god, I was gonna send you guys a picture. But you've seen some. Some of you have been friends with me for that long
She was
too.
also very clinical and matter of fact about the operation. There were no signs of guilt, hesitance, or empathy either, with Bianca even once saying, just don't get funny after the job. With their plans falling through, Glenn and Bianca decided on another day instead. And that was when the date of March 12th, 2016 was selected. In an effort to separate herself from her devious plans, Bianca sent a fake message from Glenn's phone to use as a false alibi. In this message, she posed as Glenn to say, Bianca, I love you so much you have no idea. I'm about to do something that you would consider absolutely stupid, but I can't put up with this shit anymore. I can't be a part-time parent to blank. If I get caught, I want them to know you had nothing at all to do with this. This is my choice, my decision. You know nothing about it. Please, I can see the
All right, there we go. Let's cure.
And I could never forgive him for that. I'm scared that one day he will try to take my own boy from me. It has pushed me over the edge. Please know that what I do for you.
I don't know if I want all these layers of top coat. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, because by chrome, and then the stamping doesn't come out perfect on my nail.
Even though it's upsetting all of us here.
And so I'm going to use black stamping polish, right? Because I'm chroming with gold. I think that will look good.
Enjoy your drive. She then followed up.
You have small hands. Oh my god, whenever I don't have jelly tips on and I look at my hands, I'm like, baby hands. Because that's totally what they look like, are these tiny little miniature hands. Alright, try again. With gold.
Captured him walking past Michael's home to check he was in. He then returned to his car, equipped himself with his shotgun, made his way to Michael's front door, and knocked loudly.
Oh, you can kind of see the purple coming through a little, but
And before proceeding to the front door, he equipped
once we stamp, hopefully it won't be noticeable.
Yet watchful eye. After initially talking behind a closed door, she noticed that both men
Can I live with that, you guys? Who knows?
With their hands now clasped, Glenn pushed Michael back into the apartment. A struggle ensued, and of course, that is when all hell broke loose. While Glenn was fighting for his wife, Michael fought for shared custody of their child. And although Glenn pulled the trigger into Michael's face, it was only after
Yeah, you
he
can see the
stabbed himself.
purple.
With Michael now dead, Glenn then chased
I gotta
Savannah
file it
around
off.
the bed.
Ah!
And after she was cornered,
The hell?
Glenn put the gun to her head and pulled the trigger. Now, fortunately, the gun was only armed with one bullet and therefore failed to fire. So Glenn then threw Sylvana to the ground and began to beat her instead. But thankfully, Michael's final action is
Alright, let's get this purple off.
Before Glenn was able to beat her to death, he collapsed from the loss of blood. Glenn's last words were, tell the kids I love them. Tell Bianca I love her. I shot Michael. Now, if all of this wasn't enough already, Sylvana was initially arrested on suspicion of...
Now remember, there's a gel top coat over it too, so I gotta file through that.
But Bianca, on the other hand, avoided almost all scrutiny in the early days, weeks, and months of the investigation. And in fact, 10 months later, she would even be paid $300,000 from Michael's estate after a successful claim to the court. Now, Bianca seemed to be in the clear, and with a very hefty cash prize at the end of it all. But this would only come 1 month after a very intense interview with police.
Detectives are still trying to unravel the murders of 2 men in 2016.
Okay.
Navy Blue Holden Apollo could be the vital clue as to what happened during the double homicide. A 49-year-old Shepton man died after he was stabbed at a home in West Meadows.
Wow, this nail was a lot of work today, you guys.
A gunshot to the head during the altercation. A 40-year-old woman was also injured and taken to hospital. It's believed the fatal incident was instigated by another person who wasn't present. Anyone with information is urged to contact police.
In this interview, Bianca feigned innocence and claimed
Little
that she
more
was
purple.
She denied typing the infamous text message and highlighted that the message had incorrect spellings and missing punctuation, which conveniently was not like her own style of texting. The interviews did not reveal anything incriminating about her, and so, just like that, Bianca was
All
let
right,
go.
it's all gone.
More question. Did you pop that text
Geez, I hope I even have enough top coat to get me through this, man.
message? You sent that text message from Glenn's phone.
I did not type it.
I'm just asking you. You can either agree with it or disagree.
I did not type it. I did not type it.
That's all I'm asking you. And you can respond how you choose, or not at all.
And I know you spelled his name wrong.
So you denying sending that text message. You
It was a little purple up at the cuticle, but I'm gonna hurt myself trying to get that off.
You've never shown anybody a firearm in the lead up to this.
No.
Have you ever asked anyone to kill Michael for you?
No.
Okay, there we go.
Sure about that?
Yes.
Oh, I hope this is the last time.
Again, it's just a question.
But
It's a question for you. You can either
you know, it doesn't always work out the way you want. First time or the second time or third time or whatever with nails. And it's up to you whether you want to leave it as is if you're happy with it, you know, but it just depends, I guess, how picky you are. Oh.
his actual
Janet,
ability to read and write properly, wasn't that?
your cherry Manny was so cute. Together with Manny,
You felt it.
I loved it with the rhinestones. What a good idea.
What would he possibly have to gain, personally? What would he have to gain?
He would have gone to jail.
Correct.
He would have lost us as well.
Correct. So
He wanted us. He hated being a part-time. He called himself a part-time parent. Yet I'm the one that fought so hard to make it so it
Okay.
was okay. One weekend a month we were looking at for him to have him during the day, and it had to be up at Shepherd and where we were. So I'm the one that's tried to make things as easy as possible for people. 'Cause he
There we
wanted
go.
A long time. He wanted weekends already.
I guess this is what I should have done right from the
He's
beginning.
the one that went to court heaps, negotiating everything to the point where we were both almost happy with the result.
did you ever say in front of Glenn?
I'm just gonna go with the one layer of chrome. I'm not gonna do it again or anything.
Really?
I wish people would just have
Ooh, all of a sudden I'm like sweating.
hopefully go to Darwin.
Finished curing.
Try and, you know, live
Mhm.
normally.
So you've never indicated to
Well,
Glenn
I use
that
Luxie's gel top coat, but I also use Cosmic's 2-in-1.
Not a psycho.
It just depends on like what kind of nail art I'm doing, you know.
to try and understand why this incident has unfolded.
Like,
What's happened in the first place. So
or if I'm low on Cosmic's, I'll use Luxie's.
particularly just prior to
But
the incident, then it might shed some light on why it happened.
if I'm doing something and my nails already have like a tacky layer and I don't need a base coat, then I'll use Luxie's top coat.
Bianca was quietly living it up in the new town called Port. Not only had she gained 307,000 Australian dollars,
Okay.
instead, but she had also found a new amount.
All right, so we just gotta top coat it, right?
It turns
I
out
do have a
Bianca
little
met her
bit.
new long-term partner through Tinder only a few weeks after Glenn's death, and not even 2 months after that, she then decided to move in with him. Maybe certain types of people.
I'm just gonna spray some alcohol on my brush here so I can just clean up my
who had served 8 years of jail time for cutting his previous wife's throat.
chrome on my skin
And he
here.
kept his new partner's name private, but eventually he heard of Michael's and Glenn's deaths through the news.
Oh, I was gonna top
When he
coat
eventually
it, but we
connected
still got a
dots,
stamp on it.
he was absolutely shocked. No surprise, he then
All right, one more time here.
realizing she had made a choice.
Do you need some top coat, Janet? Is that why you're
Until this
asking?
point, she had lied about her ex-husband's death by claiming he had died from cancer. And again, no surprise, her new partner would eventually reveal all of this to The authorities were not giving up on Bianca's case either. Combined with the hard evidence found at the crime
Do this
scene,
again.
circumstantial evidence around Bianca seemed all
Where's my
too
scraper?
suspicious.
Oh, here it
Many
is.
investigators sensed that they were one connection away from implicating her in Michael's death. And on April 4th, 2018, she was interrogated once again.
You drafted that text message.
I did not write that.
All right.
But is that something that I did not write that message?
We spoke a bit on that.
Yes, and I have not seen that map before you showed
No, that didn't transfer good. Try again.
on paper. It's probably from anywhere in the house.
Oh, and I didn't top coat my nail, so let's hope we get a good transfer here.
Paper everywhere, the kids draw on them. Loose pieces of paper everywhere. I did not see that map before you showed me.
You were getting home. So I'm going.
Yeah, but you told me there could be any reason because it's on Glenn.
We've also taken a statement from you on the previously written. And he tells us a story, a conversation he has with you after you were released.
My sister was there all day.
Ugh.
Did you have a conversation with regarding the plaintiff?
I wonder if it's the way I'm picking it up.
I don't have a plan.
Did you have a conversation regarding the custody issues you were having?
There wasn't a custody issue at the time. We were on mediation.
Did you have a conversation with him regarding the money from Michael's estate?
Why would I talk to someone I barely even know about such important things?
There we go. Got it.
Did you have a conversation with him regarding that?
No, because I didn't know about that until you showed me.
Clean this up.
This is a guy that went to jail.
So I'm just removing any ink that's on the stamper that I don't want to transfer to my nail here. You can do this with it. Works really well. I have a lint roller over here, but I tend to do that anyway.
And it's in back of my brain, and she's thinking, how do I rip this? So I went over how I typed and how he typed. He's full and wrong, and there's no full stops on it.
Yay! All right. Got it.
No.
You sure?
A little bit of the image hanging off the nail. I'm just kind of folding it under there.
It did kickstart several more paths of investigation. And finally,
Wonder if I should try and
3 years and 3 months after their deaths,
get the bottom of the image. Because I could probably fit one more little scale at the bottom.
And following the federal police raiding
I'm trying to do it.
early hours of a cold Wednesday morning,
I'm gonna
she was
try.
subsequently arrested and extradited back to Victoria, or at least until after the
I
trial.
just want a little though. Well,
Moving into the legal proceedings of this case, Bianca's trials would be messy, complicated, and arduous. And I say trials, plural, because there would be 3 in total. That is because the jury in her first trial of June 2022 could not reach unanimous verdicts, and the second trial was dismissed in August of that same year due to issues with closing
perfect.
arguments. However, it would be in
At
the
the
first
bottom
trial
now. I
that
fixed it, and it
December
is
2022, just 1
perfect.
month after this video being released, that the jury finally reached a verdict. Now,
I'm finally satisfied. And the funny thing is, gold was the first color I thought of to chrome, but I was like, no, I don't really care for gold chrome. And then I end up with it anyway, which is story of my life, kind of, right? Okay.
It's all my fault. It wasn't meant to get this out of control. I never wanted Glenn to end up dead. And the next day,
Let this sit for a minute, and then we'll top coat it.
Several mutual friends testified that Bianca had repeatedly told others that she wanted Michael out of her and her son's life, and that she wished he would simply disappear. So after this, many of Gwen's
Oh, what'd you get from them this time?
arguing about her ex.
You've been using iGel Beauty's gels? I like iGel Beauty.
Weak and a coward for not dealing with the situation. Furthermore, she often taunted Glenn that if he were a real man with balls, he would take care of the situation. One witness, who was a very close friend of Glenn's, testified that Bianca had discreetly asked him if he was willing to get rid of her ex for a sizable sum of money. To
Our
which he told
gels
her
are good.
quote, "Fuck off." He also testified that while talking to Glenn about his motorbike, Bianca approached him
And they just had a 50% off sale, didn't they?
$100.
And they
this
extended
offer
it.
matched the one found at the crime scene. From the outset, Bianca pleaded not guilty to murder and further denied involvement in Glenn's hideous actions. Instead, she claimed that Glenn was sick of how he and Bianca were being treated, and that he acted out of his own accord without any inclination beforehand. But there was a mountain of evidence to suggest or confirm otherwise. Prosecutors argued that the alleged faked text messages written by and to Bianca contained perfect grammar, which was not only out of character for Glenn,
Looks
but
good.
literacy too.
Yeah, the gold definitely looks better than the purple did, you guys. It looks way better.
And in addition to this, her finger
Bottle holders, dip cups, and a finger rest. Nice. That's who you ordered those plates from, right, Tara? Those flexible little, like, plates to pour your dip?
to put Bianca in a very challenging position. Despite Bianca sometimes seeming clever, she also made some very stupid
Am I correct on that?
decisions.
Oh, tomorrow's live, you guys, we're going to be using Love Wins from Hypnotic Nails. And Michelle, you weren't here the last 2 days. One of the days I mentioned it. I think I'm going to try and do some glitter placement, like in a rainbow fashion, on one nail with this dip.
And I knew he would do whatever I wanted.
I don't know what I'm doing with it on any other nails.
You will do this for me.
Do you know what you're going to do with it yet, Michelle?
It took the 12-person jury only
Yeah, you love them. I saw them this morning, either on Facebook or they're having a giveaway, maybe. Oh no, the other company's having a giveaway.
With Australia abandoning the death penalty in 1967,
All right.
a maximum sentence of
Let's
life
put some
imprisonment.
oil
Anyone
on.
convicted of murder in Victoria, Australia,
I'm going to use Walk in the Rain from Dip With Me.
which means she may be eligible for parole as early as 2047. This will be sure to devastate her, as Bianca will no longer be able to see her children grow and develop into the adults they will become, which is a fair price to pay, considering Michael will never see his own child.
Did you buy anything, Janet, when they had the sale?
It isn't easy to give the
Revel's having free shipping right now through the weekend, you guys, or through Saturday. With code free ship, FYI.
No evidence to prove such allegations. Furthermore, all I can see is
Oh,
he
that
was
smells so
a genuine
good.
man. The bottom line is he did not deserve to die.
Of course, I'm going to oil my hand from yesterday. This is Hypnotic Nails Mermaid Magic Collection. I'm doing a Manny triplet with Brits Manny's and dipping with Jules.
The real tragedy behind Glenn's death now lies with
You can check out
all of which are now
their
considered
Instagram post, but we also chromed yesterday. We chromed the pinky. Super pretty colors. The glitter's Mermaid Parade. The aqua is called Fantastic, and then this purple glitter. I love this glitter. It's called Mermaiding. Okay, so here is our finished Manny.
Thank you so much for watching another video today.
I'm gonna probably do black.
If you found this case interesting,
No,
please remember to like the video and subscribe if you haven't yet. And by
Today.
the way, I just wanted to thank you so much for the
Since the dip is black, we'll go with black.
Genuinely can't believe how big this channel is
I'll
growing.
throw this
Wishing
on.
all of you the
And
best
then I'm
in your
definitely
videos
gonna
and
use
jewelry.
gold jewelry
That's
too,
very soon
because
another video. But until
all the
those
gold in the
arrive,
Manny.
please
But here it is.
and of course,
Finished Manny using tail scales from Luxie Nail. If you don't have this, go get it. It's gorgeous, and it like totally hit the spot for me today after so many bright Mannies. And I mean, this is still colorful, but I just wanted something dark, you know. But it still kind of fits in like with Pride, just because it's got a bunch of colors in it. Oh, you didn't buy anything? Oh, scales of a mermaid too. What'd you buy? Cuticle oil, Tara? I might as well pick out rings while I'm still sitting here. Oh, Jesus, thank God I locked my jewelry box because it just fell.
Her disappearance would spark statewide investigations. But with her abductor so frantically meticulous,
Oh, I could do
and
gold
smart,
rings, I
he
said,
would
but I
have
actually think I'm
already
going to
does.
do black
Following
rings.
one slip up, his identity would be revealed. And as the details of her disappearance emerged, the United States of America would be left in disgust and despair.
I like doing black rings, so
Sometimes
maybe
sudden
we
change in status or appearance can shock those around you. I'm not talking about something small like a new job or a change in shirt, but when friends of Austin Sig learned that he had murdered Jessica Ridgway,
Okay, we'll
they
do
were
this.
genuinely
Yeah, we'll
shocked
do
by the
these
news.
rings.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Adrian, and welcome back. to
All
the
right. Thank you guys for being
Today
here.
will be the case of
Tail
Jessica
scales from Luxie
and
Nail,
this will be
Tara
the most
15 will
solved
save you
unsolved
there.
strange cases
The
here
chrome
at
is from
Luxie
Amazon. It's a
Since
Born
that's
Pretty
also the
Aurora chrome.
business
It came in a
driving
set of
force
like
behind
8 or 10
So with
or
that
12
said, let's
chromes
begin
or
the
whatever in a little bag. If anybody wants a link, let me know. I'll
This is the
send it.
case of Jessica Ridgway.
I haven't been buying any much either, Janet. Oh, I hope it's in your
It has been
mailbox
reported
then.
this week
You need it for
open
Saturday.
Found in the heart of North America. The
All right,
river
well, let
Thames
me
is
know
one
if you
of
want a
the famous
twin.
landscapes.
I just don't know if I can match up to your skill level with glitter placement. All right, guys, have a great afternoon. I love you. See you tomorrow.
Plenty to do here too.
Oh, yesterday, by the way, I exited out of my live and I hit share and it came up saying an error occurred and the thing disappeared. So I lost yesterday's live. So that sucked. All right, bye.
Places to consider moving to. Found to the north of Denver's central business district lies the small city of Westminster. Technically a municipality, Westminster